I want you to promise me that when this thing is finally all over, that we'll go on a vacation, that we'll get away. A short vacation if you want, but a vacation. I want you to have a change of scenery.
I can't think that far ahead.
You can't think that far ahead. Well, sweetheart, listen, you'd better start doing some thinking because there's got to be some changes around here. Quick.
It's just because I won't go traipsing off on a vacation with you.
No, there's a little more to it than that. I've been the low man on a totem pole around here just too doggone long, Vicky. Your father has been dead for years, and you spend more time thinking about being his daughter than you do about being my wife.
You're blowing this way out of proportion. You sound as if you're jealous that I'm doing this to honor him.
Jealous? This has nothing to do with jealous.
Well, then what does it have to do with?
Have you been listening to me? I've been talking for 10 minutes. I give up.
Clint, this is important.
Yeah? What? What's important?
What? The tribute to my father and the anniversary.
Yes, I was afraid you were going to say that.
I was feeling for a long time. And I don't regret saying them either. I'm sure Ace is riled up.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's gone too far this time. I don't know what he's figuring on, Bo, unless he's just trying to scare Becky so much that, she never wants to see him again.
Well, he's not going to get away with it. Not this time. I'm going to fight him on this.
You can fight him. That doesn't mean you're going to whip him,
Drew's my son.
So what? You signed away the rights to him. Well, face it, Bo, legally, you don't have a leg to stand on.
I know, and I'd never have regretted anything more in my entire life, and maybe I can repair some of the damages.
Here's your breakfast, Bo.
Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
So,
Oh, Bo, you got my message.
Yeah, I got your message, but what are we doing back in college?
Well, I'm delivering a lecture to the journalism class. Came early to go over my notes, and I saw something I thought you might be interested in.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, didn't you tell me that you put Juliet on a plane for Venice?
Yeah, this afternoon.
Well, either she's a very fast traveler, or she's got a twin sister. Isn't that her over there under that white makeup?
thank you. Grazie. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Some little actress, aren't you? Huh?
Hello, Julietta.
Oh, buonasera, signor Clint. How are your wife and children? And
Guys, I haven't changed much since you saw him this morning.
Bo, I'm going to be getting to that class. I'll see you tonight at home.
Yeah, thanks for calling me.
Yours? Certainly was mine. It was pretty good condition, too, isn't it?
I didn't know girls play with fire trucks.
Oh, this little girl did. Do you know, I even remember the day I got this. I went with my father down to the firehouse. The night before, there'd been a terrible fire down on the riverfront, and about 3 piers and 2 warehouses were all burned down. It was awful.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, the firemen had battled the blaze all night long, and some of them were injured, and some of them even had to go to the hospital. And your grandfather decided he wanted to go and congratulate the captain and tell him what a fine job they had all done, because it really could have been much worse than it was. So I went along with him, and the captain was a very nice man, and he let me have a ride on the real fire engine. And the mascot, the Dalmatian, his name was Dusty, he went along, too. It was a wonderful day. And on the way home, we stopped at a toy store, and your grandfather bought me this. So I would never forget that day.
Can I play with it?
May I play with it, yes. Yes, of course you may, honey. Sure. Probably some other good stuff in here, too.
A book?
Kevin. Oh, honey. This was my diary. What? I must have started this when I was about 8 years old.
What's a diary?
A diary is,
It's a book where you write down thoughts, things that happen to you during the day.
What's that say?
It says, Mommy was upset again. I tell you what, why don't we put this stuff back? And I would like you to promise me that you'll never come down the basement again without us, all right?
Okay. But what about the diary?
I'll hang on to it.
Okay.
Honey, please. Mommy's got a bit of a headache. Could you take that truck and find Joey and share it with him, and then I'd like you to do your homework, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Thanks. What a wonderful day with Father. He took me fishing, and we rented a motorboat, and we went way out on the river. And guess what? I caught a fish in 10 minutes. Father
couldn't believe it. He laughed and laughed. He said I'd do better than any boy could. But then I wouldn't bait the hook. I just couldn't touch that icky worm. Then he laughed that I was really a girl, because boys love those icky worms.
This conversation is not over.
It certainly is. You must be out of your mind if you think I want another child. 2 or more than enough.
I have a rightful male heir.
If I produce another girl, what then? We keep having children until you got that son? No benefit.
You were my wife, damn it!
That I have no right? I stopped sharing your bed a year ago, and I'll never fall back in, Victor, so just forget.
Then maybe I'll adopt a son.
Fine, as long as you're prepared to raise him yourself.
Eugenia, how dare you walk away from me again?
I hope Father takes me fishing again. Maybe we can go camping, too.
Necessary, Lou. I enjoyed it. I just hope I didn't turn off too many of your students.
Well, you might have changed some minds about a journalistic career.
Yeah, well, I've seen too many kids get out of college and show up in a city room with a totally unrealistic picture of what day-to-day newspaper life is really like.
Well, it's good they heard it from a pro.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, Tina.
Hi.
Oh, I'm surprised to see you here.
Yeah. Hello, Professor Simmons.
Miss Clayton, did you enjoy Mr. Buchanan's talk?
I certainly did.
Well, I've got to go. Thanks again, Clint.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. You take care. Well, you were at the lecture? Do you know Lou Simmons?
Well, not very well. He's a fine professor, though. I take his course at night.
Well, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I kind of thought you might be. That's why I sat in the back row, so you wouldn't freak out when you saw me.
Why do you take his class?
Well, I've always found journalism very, very interesting. And now that I know that I'm Victor Lloyd's daughter, I thought some of his talent might have passed on to me, you know? No. All right. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you don't want to say, right?
Maybe I was just wondering if this is just another way to get on Vicky's nerves.
Come on, Clint, would you please just give me a break? She doesn't even know about this. Look, you wouldn't have known unless you ran into me. But everything I do is suspect, right?
Look, if this sudden journalistic interest is genuine, fine. And I apologize.
Well, it is genuine. Look. Okay, Clint,
Your lecture was fantastic. Now I realize what you and Vicky go through during the day, and I have a lot more respect for it. Journalism is very exciting. I tell you, I'm looking forward to a whole lot more classes once I finish with this course.
Well, you certainly sound sincere.
I am.
Well, tell me, how's your rooming going with Jenny?
Oh, it's fine. It's great, actually. It's just... I miss you and the boys and Vicky. How is she?
She's calmer. You know, maybe if the two of you can stay apart for a while, everything will just kind of iron itself out.
Your friend is here.
What's new?
Nicky?
Oh, Harry, you're here. How wonderful.
Really?
Oh, I was hoping to see you.
You know, the thing is, you know where to find me, but I never know how to find you except by accident.
Harry, please, I came here for a good time.
If you're going to lecture me.
No. I just want you to know, it bothers me.
Yes?
Coming up.
So, how was your day at the office? Did Lord Manning make lots and lots of money?
Oh, Lord Manning did too. Which reminds me, I gotta make a phone call. And I will be right back.
I'll be right here.
When Harry came in and saw you weren't here, I could tell he was disappointed.
I'm always disappointed when I come here and he's not.
So why don't you call each other? Make it a little bit easy on yourselves.
Good question, Russ. All through with business?
Yeah. I had to call Victoria Buchanan, but she wasn't home.
You had to call the Victoria Buchanan?
Yeah, you know, stuff down at the plant. Well, what's so funny about that?
I was trying to picture you two in the same room together.
Oh, what? You know her?
In the same sense that everybody else does. Her pictures on the television and in the society pages.
Or is there something you know that I don't?
I don't think so.
Then what are you talking about?
Harry. Will you dance with me? That was wonderful.
I envy you.
Why?
You lead a very simple life. You do what you want. You go where you want. You don't get involved in other people's problems.
Harry, have you got a problem?
Mm-hmm. I had a date a half an hour ago. Supposed to be somewhere.
So you're deserting me.
Promise you'll stay right here?
Are you going to make another phone call? Hello.
Hi, Dorian. It's Harry.
Harry, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just lost track of time.
Oh, I was worried about you, but now that I know you're okay, maybe I should start getting angry.
Oh, don't do that. That could ruin our evening. Oh, well, you were the one who said that you had to work late, so I passed the time somewhere else.
Yes, well, I'm waiting here for you. Lonely, missing you.
I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
You are deserting me.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Previous plans.
Is it the lady you've been seeing? Harry? Is this a serious relationship? Is this one I have to worry about?
Oh, I find it hard to believe that you would worry about me at all.
Because I come and go?
Why do you insist on treating the whole thing as a joke? As As if your behavior was normal.
Do you want me to be normal?
You disappear from my life. I don't see you for years. Suddenly there you are. How do I know you're not going to vanish all over again?
I have no intention of vanishing.
Well, now what am I supposed to do? Accept that?
Yes.
I want a phone number, and I want an address.
You better get going. You don't want to keep your lady friend waiting. Harry, who do you like better? The lady you're seeing tonight or me?
Well, at least she's dependable.
When will I see you again?
You... Tomorrow night. 8 o'clock.
I hope so.
Is that a yes or a no?
I'm not sure. I'll try.
I don't know why I put up with this. I tell you that I got someone in my life, you tell me nothing. You want to play those kind of games, fine. But not me.
You were smiling till Harry O'Neill walked out of here.
He's a special man, Russ. Has he ever brought another woman in here?
No.
Too bad. I was hoping you could tell me something about her.
Oh, look, I don't know anything about his other lady. But I can tell you this. When he comes in here, he's looking for you. So maybe you haven't got much in the way of competition.
I hope not. Well, time to move on.
All right, I've got your check right here.
Keep the change, Russ.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow night.
You bet.
I hope.
And if she comes in, yeah, right. Thank you.
Wait, is Vicky home yet?
No, she's not home yet, and I can't figure out why no one around here knows where she is.
I know. When you called and asked if I knew where she was, I got very concerned. Is there anything I can do?
No, not really. I'm just calling around town.
Darling, you're home. Tina?
Vicky, I've been home for an hour. Where have you been?
In the basement.
The basement. Look, I'm sorry, but I was concerned, too.
There's no reason to be concerned.
No reason to be concerned. Honey, you weren't around. The kids, Harry, nobody knew where you were.
I didn't realize I was causing such a stir. Oh, because I have been gone for a while. I'm sorry, darling. Kevin found my toy chest down in the basement earlier, and he took me down to see it, and I found an old diary that I started when I was a little girl, and I started reading it, and I guess time just got away from me. I really do wish you wouldn't assume the worst if you can't find me instantly.
Well, I'll try and keep that in mind. Oh, Bo left us a note. Delilah gave birth to a baby girl this evening.
Did she? That's wonderful. Are they both fine?
Well, I reckon he went over to check on them, and we'll get the news later.
Oh, wonderful. Sweetheart, I'm starving. How about some dinner?
Good idea.
Don't worry about me. I'm just on my way back to the apartment.
Tina, thanks for your concern.
Sure.
What are you doing here bothering me?
Would you believe we have finally reached the Y's?
Yes. You know we're in danger of getting these in the mail tonight.
So I understand.
Evening, sweetheart.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Joanne.
Hi, Clint.
Smooch.
Hi.
Well, I thought you two would be done by now.
We are just about finished. Fortunately, we didn't invite too many people at this end of the alphabet.
Well, after next week, the 50th anniversary of the banner will be over, and we won't have to worry about this for another 50 years, which means, I guess, that we're just going to have to miss it.
Don't look quite so gleeful, because in 25 years comes the 75th anniversary of the banner. We can certainly celebrate that.
Oh, terrific.
Zilborg. And that's the end.
Finished. Wonderful. Joanne, would you mind terribly dropping these all by at the banner mailroom on your way home, please?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Would you like me to set Tina's aside so you can give it to her in person and save the 22 cents?
No, Tina's not invited to the anniversary celebration. You can throw hers in the trash.
I'm sorry, Tina was on the list.
No, it's all right. It was my fault. I forgot to strike her off the list.
Here it is.
Thank you.
Well, I'll see you at the Banner tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Joanne. You drive carefully and get home safely.
No.
Thank you, Joanne.
Good night, Clint.
Good night. Sweetheart, you're not inviting Tina to the anniversary dinner?
Of course not. She's a lying, scheming little fortune hunter, and I'm surprised you would even question it.
You are just asking for trouble. She's going to come right up the spool when she finds out she's not invited.
Well, she doesn't deserve to be there.
Honey, she thinks that the man you are honoring is her father.
Oh, Clint, that letter is a forgery.
Maybe, maybe not.
Are you saying you believe her?
I'm saying I'm not 100% convinced either way. The point is, honey, you are giving her every excuse in the book to start a row. And it could be just the push she needs to make her go public with Victor's letter.
She wouldn't dare.
Oh, really?
I suppose you're right.
Well, there's every possibility that I am. And you know, after the National Intruder had a field day with this, what's to prevent her from getting an attorney and taking you to court?
All right. You don't have to spell it out for me. Obviously, I don't have any choice, do I? I just hope she stays out of my way and lets me enjoy that evening.
Oh, honey, I think she will. But she wants to have a good time, too. After all, she believes that Victor Lord is her father, and she's going to want to honor him, too.
Would you stop repeating that awful lie? All right. I'll just take it over to her right now before I forget all these convincing arguments you've given me.
Now, wait a minute, honey. I can take that over. I can put it in the mail, you know.
No, it's all right. I don't mind.
Michelle tries to get a hold of me.
Yeah, what about Michelle?
She's doing just fine. She loves staying with the Teals. They treat her like a daughter. I just felt like it really wasn't wise of me to uproot her again, since my plans are kind of up in the air.
Oh.
You expect anybody?
No. No, I'm not.
Excuse me. Hi. Jenny.
Hello.
It's good to see you.
And you too. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Yes. You must miss David so terribly.
Well, I do, but I'll live. How are you?
Oh, fine. A bit frantic. What with the celebration, the 50th anniversary celebration next week.
Oh, right.
A bit busy, that's all. Other than that, I'm fine. You're obviously on your way out.
Oh, I am. But it's good to see you, and let's get together sometime soon. I miss you.
I would love that. And I won't keep you because it's Tina I wanted to see.
See you later, Tina.
Oh, bye, Jen.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Vicky, how nice to see you.
Thank you. How are you and Jenny getting along?
Fine. Actually, we're very different, but I think things are going to work out just fine.
Good.
So, what did I do wrong now?
Did I indicate that you had done anything wrong?
No, it's just that I find it a little hard to believe that you came down all this way just to say hi.
I didn't. I had a very good reason. I wanted to personally give you your invitation to the 50th anniversary banquet.
Vicky, I'm really touched by this. Thank you. Vicky, that means that...
No, that absolutely does not mean anything of the kind. And I would also like you to promise me you will do nothing embarrassing during the celebration.
Vicky, you are the most arrogant woman that I have ever met.
Why didn't I listen to my instincts and not invite you to this banquet at all?
Because you know in your heart that I am Victor's daughter, too.
I walked over here to personally extend to you an invitation that you don't even deserve, and your response is rudeness.
What? I am rude?
Calling me arrogant.
Vicky! How dare you try to tell me how to behave in public? And how dare you insinuate that I am going to somehow embarrass myself? Oh, you don't call that arrogant?
Your behavior has been totally unpredictable lately, Tina.
Well, so has yours.
Why am I even standing here listening to you?
Oh, and don't you worry, I'm not going to knock our sainted father off his pedestal. Not that he deserves to be on one after seducing a 19-year-old girl.
Harry?
No, I haven't.
I don't seem to know anybody here tonight.
Well, you know me. The best bartender in town.
I'll have the usual, please.
Okay.
Where have you been? I've been back here quite a while.
Don't talk. The music is beautiful. Russ?
Yes.
Could you change this for me for the telephone?
Sure. Come on, use the bar phone.
Thank you.
Honey? Honey, you gonna get that?
If it's Brad, I'm not home.
Hello?
Harry? It's Nicole. Where are you?
I'm home.
But we had a date, and I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, well, last night you said you weren't sure.
Oh, Harry. You know I can't resist you. Of course I'm here.
I can't make it. I got a lot of work here. I'm very busy.
Oh, Harry.
I can't.
Please, Harry. Come by just long enough that we can have a little talk. Please.
What do you need, Liz?
Nothing. For the moment, I might even be able to sit down for 4 or 5 seconds.
Oh, look, do you know Nicole?
Oh, sure. Liz, how are you?
You seem very busy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I forgot to tell you. When you were really busy, your sister called.
What now?
Something about picking up milk on the way home.
Yeah, that you won't pay me back for again. I'm surprised you didn't ask me to pick her up a new car while I was out.
Do you have a problem with your sister?
Oh, please. She marries this real jerk, okay? Now, the whole family knows he's a real jerk. The whole family tells her he's a real jerk. But does she listen? No, of course not. This is true love, right out of her favorite novel. So they get married. She has 2 kids. Boom, boom. Barely out of the hospital with the second one, and he gets fired. And why does he get fired? Because he's a real jerk. That's why. Oh, there's more. Turns out he's got a girlfriend, and she's pregnant, too.
And your sister found out?
Mm-hmm.
So your sister and her 2 children moved in with you?
Mm-hmm. And you know why? Because I'm a real jerk, too.
Okay, everybody freeze! Then stay where you are! Got your attention, huh? Okay, now let me tell you, this gun is for real, and so am I. You are in the middle of a holdup, ladies and gentlemen. I suggest none of you do anything foolish, because it isn't fun being a dead hero. Now, all of you, very slowly move over toward that wall. I said all of you! Except the bartender. You! Red! You don't hear so good?
Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi.
It's not. Well, yeah, I didn't think you knew anything about sports.
Uh-huh.
See, as far as I'm concerned, it all starts with baseball.
Yeah, well, I guess where Clint's from, it all starts with football. Right, Clint?
Beg pardon?
Clint, listen. Why don't we all have dinner some other night? I know you're worried
Good
about
idea.
Vicky and-
Yeah, listen, there's no point trying to break conversation.
Please stay. I know you're concerned about her, too.
Of course I am, but she's usually punctual, and I'm sure nothing's wrong, otherwise you would have heard from her, right? You called around, didn't you?
Larry, I've called around. I've checked
Hello,
my...
everybody. I'm sorry. I'm late. Hi. Oh, you look radiant, Laura.
So do you.
How's the honeymoon?
It was terrific.
Larry, how are you?
Well, we're a little concerned about you.
Why?
Well, did you forget? We had a dinner date with him for 8:30.
I know, but it's only, oh, dear, time got away from me. I'm so sorry.
We were worried sick about you, Vicky.
We called all around. Where were you?
Well, I had some last-minute errands to do, and the time got away. I do apologize.
Well, it's okay. At least you're okay.
Yeah,
you're
give us a
fine.
chance to build up our appetite.
Oh, dear, I better check with Cook and see what time she plans to serve dinner.
Oh, that's all right. I'll do it.
Thank you. I must tell you, I am ravenous. Been such a day. Do you know, I can't even remember what I plan to serve for dinner.
Sure, it'll be terrific.
Leg of lamb, the cook said.
Oh, leg of lamb. That's good. Well, enough of that. Let me hear about the honeymoon. And how was it?
Oh.
How was the weather in the
It was terrific. Yes? It was sort of chilly in the mornings, but then, no, thank you. But by the time we got to the tennis courts, it was perfect.
Oh, sure, perfect for her. She beat me 3 straight sets the first day.
Well,
Yeah.
you had to come back towards the
Well, I had to rely on my superior court wiles and tactics, you know. She's got quite a game. Good strokes, this lady.
Thank you.
I think that's wonderful.
Yes, Tina.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just that Cook said dinner was ready for 8:30, and she said that she is not responsible for what happens to the lamb if you don't go in there and eat it soon.
Well, in that case, I think we had better go in. All right? Tina, would you care to join us?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Shall we, everybody?
May I, ma chatelaine?
Well,
What's the matter?
oh, I don't know.
Honey, you all right?
I'm not sure. It's my arm.
Take a look.
Oh!
All right, take it easy.
It burns.
You want to do that?
Wait a minute. Oh,
Okay.
it stings.
Just take it easy. I'll do this. Oh, my.
Oh, Vicky.
Oh!
Honey, where did you get that?
I don't know.
How on earth could you forget something like that?
That's it?
What's Mr. O'Neill? No problem. You're welcome.
All right. Okay, there. That'll take care of it. That's going to hurt for a while, so I suggest keep your arm elevated at all times if you can. With the work, keep it up on the desk, that sort of thing.
Larry, you think you'd see her again?
Yeah, if you can stop by the hospital tomorrow, I'll check it out then.
Okay, is the morning convenient for you?
It's fine.
You know, I still can't believe that you got something like that without even realizing it.
I know.
Well, I guess I must just have been very preoccupied. I know I banged my arm on the car door, the edge of the car door when I was getting out, and I had a lot of packages in my arms.
There's not much blood, certainly nothing on your clothes.
No, I guess I was lucky then.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we better go into dinner. Heaven forbid we should disappoint the cook, shall we?
Please.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Would you mind going ahead?
Yeah.
Tina, would you mind playing hostess for me?
Sure, no problem. Okay, this way.
Honey, I was so worried about you. Where were you?
I told you where I was. I had some last-minute errands to do, and I was driving around.
You were driving around. You had guests waiting for you at home, and you were driving around?
The time got away from me. I'm sorry.
Honey, are you feeling all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Except my arm. We really have to go. We can't keep our guests waiting any longer. Now, let me see. Laurel. Ow. You take this with 1 sugar. No, you take it black, don't you?
That's terrific. How do you do that?
Come on, don't let her kid you. This woman has total recall. All the customers that come into the supper club, she remembers their name, the table they like, the wine they like to drink, anything you
do that?
You're kidding, really?
Oh, who is he talking to?
He's talking to Briggs.
Oh, who's Briggs?
He's the night editor on the Banner.
He's the city editor,
City editor,
actually.
excuse me.
But Briggs has been with us forever and ever and ever, and he still calls in every once in a while to check on procedures. He is a wonderful man, and I don't know what we would do without him.
Oh, son of a gun. Okay, I got the picture. Let us take it from there, and thanks for the call. Yeah, good night. You're not going to believe this. But then again, knowing Harry O'Neill, you just might.
What happened?
He disarmed a hold-up man and held him until the police arrived.
You're kidding? Really?
Yeah. Some bar on River Street, bar dance hall.
Oh! I wonder if that's that place, the back street. That's very near Lord Manning.
Huh. Well, that explains Harry O'Neill being there.
Yeah.
Anyway, he walked in while the holdup was in progress, bounced the guy off the bar a couple of times, tied him up, and held him for the police.
How do you like that?
Yeah, but when the media people got there, he ducked out the back door and nobody's seen him since.
Ah, so Briggs wants an interview.
Yeah, well, he remembered the connection with Harry and Lord Manning, and he figured we could probably set up an interview. Honey, in fact, you could probably interview him yourself. What do you think?
Oh, no, I don't want to presume on our friendship, no.
Even for a clear news beat?
Maybe he wouldn't mind.
Well, I suppose if he didn't really want to talk about it, he would just say no, wouldn't he?
Exactly. Let's give him a call.
No, darling, no. It's very late now. I tell you what, I'll call him first thing in the morning. If he's willing, then fine. But if he's not, please, can we just drop the whole thing?
All right, as you say, we do have...
Maybe, sure. I'm not really sure what my plans are at this point.
Why aren't you, honey? This isn't like you.
What isn't the thing?
You know what I'm talking about? Last night, for instance. Coming home an hour late when you knew we had guests for dinner.
Now, I explained that.
Not to my satisfaction, you didn't. And then, now you tell me that you may or may not show up at the office. What the hell am I supposed to think?
I am sure I don't care.
What? You mean that?
Oh, of course I don't mean it. I don't like it when you cross-examine me like this.
Cross-examine? Cross-examine? What would you like me to do? Just let things slide? I mean, as cockeyed as things have been between us, maybe I should just let them pass. Is that it? Cross-examine. Are you working on some story you haven't told me about?
No, why would I do that?
I don't know. Only reason I can think of is that it's dangerous and you're afraid I wouldn't approve.
I wouldn't do anything like that.
Oh, you wouldn't? But you won't tell me where you were between 6 and 8:30 last night. You're being very vague about your plans today. You know, if I didn't know you better, honey, I'd wonder if you were having an affair.
Oh. All right, okay. One more time. Between 6 and 8:30 last night, I was shopping. I had some odds and ends to take care of, things I've been meaning to do for weeks, and the time got away from me.
Really?
And today, I have 2 things to do before I go to the office. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do those 2 things, which is the reason I cannot give you an estimated time of arrival.
What 2 things?
Oh, Clint. For heaven's sakes. I have to go to thank you. I have to go to the hospital to see Larry. He asked me to stop by his office this morning. You were sitting right there last night when we talked about it.
All right. And you got to interview Harry O'Neill. All right, I forgot about that.
Well, fortunately, I didn't. And in case you're going to ask me this, the reason I'm so frazzled is because I just never seem to get enough time to get anything done these days. No matter how hard I work at anything, I'm always running 2 hours behind.
Sort of stop the world. I want to get off.
Yes.
All right. Well, pretty soon this whole anniversary thing will be behind us, and we'll be at the ranch in Arizona, and we'll be sitting on the front porch in a couple chairs, just Ma and Pa Buchanan watching the sun go down.
I have to tell you, though, that the atmosphere around here has gotten a lot less tense just since Tina moved out. Honey, I really have to go. I've got to get to the hospital, and I have to go interview Harry.
All right, I'll walk you to the car. Here's her.
Thought about you. Especially about you. Am I early? Harry, I'm sorry. Have I come at a wrong time?
No, I'm just thinking about something. Come on in. Glad to see you.
Thank you. I must tell you that I sincerely appreciate your granting me this interview.
Yeah, well, I must tell you that I'm not looking forward to this interview.
Ah, in that case, I will reassure you. I have here in my purse a handy little gadget, a tape recorder.
Oh.
After we're finished, I'm going to play the entire tape back to you. Anything you don't like, anything you want to omit or delete, you just let me know.
Anything.
Anything.
Fair enough.
Okay. Now, there we go. I'm not going to ask you to run through the whole thing again because we got a pretty clear picture of what happened from the bartender and a few customers. But I understand you were not the only hero of the evening.
I beg your pardon?
Well, apparently, there was a mysterious woman who somehow managed to distract the gunman and then ducked out the front door.
Yeah. I heard about that.
And she was the one who turned in the alarm, or at least the police said they got a 911 call from a woman, but she's disappeared.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You don't know who she is?
Oh, did somebody say I should know who she is?
No, but the bartender did say she was a regular customer, and I thought perhaps you might know.
Pop, you gotta get down to the shipping room right away. A water main broke. There's water all over the place. Nobody knows where to turn it off. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you.
Okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
Thanks. When I opened up the paper this morning and I read what my father had done, I thought, what an idiot. He could have had himself killed.
But I'll bet you were very proud of him.
Well, sure, but I was proud of him before. He doesn't have to prove anything to me.
Nor to me.
Dorian.
Hello, Vicky. Hello, Dee Dee. How are you, dear?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wonderful. So, where is the man of the hour?
Oh, believe it or not, he's down in the shipping room turning off a water main.
Excuse me? The president of this company has to do something like that?
Apparently, he's the only one who knows where it is.
Which is typical for around here. Sometimes I wonder if anything ever happened to him.
Oh, but we'll make sure that it never does, right? So, what has brought you all the way down here, Vicky?
I came to interview the hero.
Really?
Why are you so surprised? It's a wonderful human interest story.
I'm just rather amazed that the publisher of the Banner would go running all over town, interviewing people for a story.
Well, between you and me, I was the only one he would talk to. Aside from that, I like to keep my hand in.
Does your board of directors know that you're frittering away your executive talents?
It's called hands-on management, Dorian.
Actually, my father didn't want to talk to anybody from the press today. He only agreed because it was Vicky. I'll tell him that you're here. Sure great seeing you again.
And you too. We've missed you.
I never knew you were such a particular favorite of Harry.
Oh, Dorian, come on. I've known Harry since I was a teenager. My father used to bring me to the plant when he came down here. You'd have no reason to be jealous of me.
Me? Jealous of you?
Actually, I'm inclined to agree with Dee Dee. I think that what Harry did was utterly foolish. Of course, I would never dare tell him that.
There, I agree with you. I don't know what that hold-up man could have taken that was so valuable that it would be worth Harry risking his life. Hello.
You might have taken a shot at Russ.
Who's Russ?
The bartender. I happen to know he keeps a little automatic in the cash register drawer, and he's just stubborn enough to have tried taking a shot.
Well, better him than you.
Well, that's right. Everything worked out okay, so what are we arguing about? How are you?
Just wonderful now that you're here. Crisis over?
Well, the steam valve is closed, but it's got a leak. We're going to have to do a real steam fitting job on it. Well, yeah, if I pitch in, we'll get done sooner.
You know, I'm amazed. You're a steam fitter, too. Is there no end to your talent?
Hands-on management, Dorian, always works. Tell you what, Harry, I'm going to call you when you have some more time. In fact,
Okay.
I think we'll do a Sunday feature on you, if that's all right.
Oh.
It's on me. Becker's arriving. Hey, Kevin, been meaning to ask you, how'd those Little League tryouts go?
Okay.
Okay. Just okay?
Well, the coach says I need a little practice on my hitting.
Oh, he did he? Well, maybe we better jump right on that. I knew there was a reason I took the afternoon off.
Daddy, look! The little man that I broke is all fixed.
Yeah, Tina got it all fixed, and he's fine again. See? Look.
Hey, yeah.
Good as new. So your breaking it wasn't such a calamity after all, was it? Listen, you go get your play clothes on, get your bat and your ball, I'll pitch you a few.
And then can I shag a few flies?
You can shag them too. My darling daughter, on her graduation. Father.
Buchanan. Have you seen him?
He was in here a little while ago. Maybe he's over in the West Wing.
Are you sure he hasn't left? The children were looking for him.
But his car is still in the driveway. I imagine he must be on the premises somewhere.
I'll keep looking then. Thank you, Harris.
Kitchen. Foyer. It just seems odd to me, Tina, that you seem to know everything that goes on in this house. Even things that have been discussed only in very private conversations.
Clint, if you want to accuse me of something, why don't you just come out and do it?
All right, I think you're eavesdropping.
What? Look, I have told you and Vicky both that anything I have heard from the servants.
Yes, I know what you've told us. The point is, the servants do not gossip and they do not eavesdrop. They're too trustworthy for that.
What, and I'm not trustworthy, right? Yeah, well, I can tell where you get your information from Vicky.
She is poisoning your mind against me, as usual. Hello?
Tina, it's Clint.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I was just looking at that figurine of yours.
Yes.
And, they did a beautiful job of repairing it. I was just getting ready to show it to Kevin. Let him know it had been fixed and things were back to normal. So he'd stop feeling so guilty about it.
Oh, well, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, anyway, I remembered that there'd been kind of an upset between you and Kevin when he broke it.
Oh, well, we got that all settled.
Yeah, I know, but you know how sensitive he is. Anyway, I thought that if you'd spend a few minutes with him and, if you showed him the statue...
Oh, I see what you mean, that maybe that way he could learn that things that get broken do get mended. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Clint. I'd love to.
Great. That's just great. Listen, I've got an emergency at the paper, so I'm not going to be here, but Kevin's upstairs with Kim, and, of course, the statue is on the mantel. So you'll just have the run of the place to yourselves.
Great. Great. Listen, don't worry. I didn't leave this here. The card. What happened to the card? Brad did this. He sneaked in here again somehow and started going through everything. But the card. Why would he take the card? Where is it?
this what you're looking for?
You're for breaking that statue. We all know it was an accident. I don't want you to feel badly about that anymore, okay?
Okay.
Good.
Hey, it's gone.
Oh. Well, don't worry about it. I expect Tina probably has it.
Card. Where is that card?
Is this what you're looking for? I said, is this what you're looking for? To my darling daughter on her graduation. Father. What was in the box, Tina? I wonder what was in the box. Something else that you took from Vicky? That's where everything came from, isn't it? This room right here. All the hidden papers that you kept discovering. The photographs and the notes and the files. All the things that you could use to torment my wife.
No.
And all the other information. Business and family. Family news. Private matters. Personal conversations. Anything and everything you could use to hurt my wife. They all came from this room, didn't they?
I never did that.
You never did that? No? Well, let me show you. Come here. Come here. Watch this. Huh? What's this, huh? Look at this. What's this? Huh? Kitchen. Study. Master bedroom. Living room.
Sweetheart, could you please go and find Aaron? Maybe he knows where Daddy is.
Okay.
Thanks, darling.
You tried to trick me, didn't you? You told me that I was going to talk to Kevin. You just wanted me to get down here so you could trap me.
Me? I would do something like that? You've got some explaining to do. And you better get to it. Damn quick.
You wanted me, madam?
Sweetheart. Yes, Aaron, we've been looking all over for Mr. Buchanan. Have you seen him anywhere?
Well, his car is in the garage, so he must be about someplace, ma'am.
Ah, yes, but you see, apparently he and that little green figurine have disappeared.
Maybe Tina has it.
Yes, that could be. Daddy's always wondering where I am, isn't he? Tell you what, maybe you could run upstairs and check for me, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, honey. Aaron, you haven't by any chance seen the figurine, have you?
No, I haven't, madam.
Well, maybe Tina does have it then. Oh, there was one thing. Mr. Buchanan and I have decided we'd like to have the lock on the terrace door changed. Would you take care of that, please?
Very good. Oh, and shall I have an extra key made for Miss Clayton?
No. No, definitely not for Miss Clayton.
Very good, madam.
Well, that's enough, isn't it? Kind of dull today. I mean, little things like where I might be, what happened to the figurine, no new keys from Miss Clayton. This is how you knew so much, isn't it? This is how you knew I was going to Tennessee to try and find Becky. This is how you knew that Ace had been kidnapped and no one else was supposed to know. And who knows what other secrets that you must have picked up on in private conversations in our bedroom.
I never did that.
You never did that. I never did that. You have been tuned in to all the little dramas here at Land Fair for weeks.
I never even knew that those TVs were there.
You think I'm an idiot?
But I didn't touch them. I didn't know what would happen.
Oh, you didn't? Then why'd you come down here in the first place? What have you been using the room for?
I've been using it as a private refuge. Someplace where I can get away from the pressures that have been dumped on me. And not on Vicky. I never did any of these things you accused me of.
A refuge. You just needed a place to kick back and relax. Is that it? A little R&R.
Look, I never meant to hurt anyone.
Oh, really? What about the pictures? What about the pictures, right there? That's where they came from. The pictures that you flaunted in front of Vicky about those bathing beauties. Why? Right there. In this room. This is where you got all the other stuff about Victor Lord's private life. You deliberately tormented my wife.
Come on, Clint, please.
Oh, please. An empty gift box. To my darling daughter.
I am Victor's...
Maybe you are his daughter, maybe not. I've been a dummy. Been a dummy. Trying to make Vicky understand. Trying to make her understand that she was wrong about you. That all those little things you were doing was... they weren't intentional. They weren't intentional. She's just doing that out of some obsession about trying to find her father. Dummy! I've been a fancy, foxy, full-blown idiot! Well, now it's time that Vicky knows she was right about you.
Wait!
Wait for what? You know, in a way, she was wrong. She was wrong about you. You're worse than she thought, Dana. You're not just confused. You are malicious. You are conniving. You are scheming, and you are totally selfish. Idiot. This idiot just smartened up.
Wait! No, you can't tell Vicky!
What is that supposed to mean?
How do you think she's going to feel when she sees you coming out from behind that bookcase? When she finds out about this room?
She has got a right to know.
But you can never tell her.
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you?
But I'm thinking of her.
You are thinking of yourself. You are thinking of getting your tail kicked off this property and out of our lives. That's what you're thinking about.
What I'm thinking about is the shock of finding this out. Do you really think she could survive something like that?
What shock? To find out that I was wrong about you and she was right? I think she'll handle that shock very well, thanks.
Yeah, well, how's she going to handle the shock about Victor, huh? You know how she idolizes him. How do you think she's going to feel when she figures out what this room is used for?
Well, maybe it's time Vicky found out some things about some things.
But you are acting out of anger. You are going to destroy Vicky yourself, not going to be me. Paul, look, no one can blame you for wanting to be open with Vicky, but at what price?
I gotta tell her. I'll pick a right time to tell her.
There is no right time. You know how obsessed she is with Victor?
You're not obsessed with Victor?
Well, that was until I found out who my father was. Now that I know, all I want is what is legally and morally mine.
Legally, this issue is still very much in doubt. You don't have a legal claim to anything, not even a stick of furniture. And morally, that word dies in your mouth.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, isn't it? Tina the bad girl. Tina the manipulator. Now, if I was so vicious and awful, do you really think I would have stopped you from going up there and giving her information that would wreck her life?
You did that to save your own hide.
What's it, isn't it? It always is that. It always comes down to that I want to get my grubby little hands on the Lord Fortune. No, it can't be that I might want to find out who my father is, or it can't be that I might want to know where I'm from, or feel that I finally belong somewhere. No, and it's Vicky. Vicky, always the little victim. What? And she went to such great effort to help me, to make me feel like I belong. No, it's always that, isn't it, Clint? It is always Tina, no matter what. It's Tina.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah, well, obviously you really don't want to talk about this, so why don't you just tell me what it is you're going to do?
Because I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, all right? Who else knows about this room? I said, who knows about the room?
Brad Vernon. He found it accidentally. He promised to keep it a secret.
Brad Vernon. So, it wasn't just you. Now it's Brad Vernon. Now there's two of you. There's two of you that have been taking advantage of these gadgets.
Well, I kept him out of here as much as I could, but I didn't put these gadgets in. Victor Lord did.
Victor created these, huh? Well, Clint Buchanan will fix him. I'll take charge of the figurine, thanks. I guess. Yes, have you seen Mrs. Buchanan?
Oh, she's down at the garage apartments. I'm looking for you.
Oh, would you please go down and ask her to come up here and join me?
Yes, of course, sir.
Thank you.
You aren't going to tell her, are you? You're going to make a very big mistake.
Yeah. Tina, let me tell you something. My wife has been hurt and abused by you and by the memory of her father long enough. I will thank you if you will leave and let me talk to her privately and quietly.
But there is no way to break this to her quietly. Look at the way she's reacted to everything else. The woman is on the verge of a collapse.
I asked you once to leave. Now I'm telling you.
Fine. Just remember that you are responsible for what happens.
I knew my father better than anyone else in this world, and I also knew your mother better. And the idea of an intimate relationship between the two of them is so preposterous. It is so absurd.
Here we go again, all right? It's Victor on a pedestal, right? The sainted Victor can do
Wait
no wrong.
a minute. Let her finish.
Thank you. The point that I am trying to make, Tina, is that your mother was so in awe of my father and so totally intimidated.
Well, maybe he forced himself on her. Have you ever thought of that?
You shut your dirty little mouth!
Ladies, please.
Sweetheart, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
Well, I've been looking for you, too.
What's the matter? You look so serious. It's not the children, is it? Are they all right?
The children are fine. Let's sit down.
Wait a minute. It's Tina, isn't it? Of course it's Tina. I knew she is up to something. I just saw her coming from here.
Did she say something?
No. She just gave me that icy stare. Oh, I see. I bet that she found out from Aaron that we're having the lock on the terrace door changed, right?
Yes, she did.
She probably also found out from Heron that she's not getting a key, so she's all upset, so she came here to beg and plead, say how innocent she is and how she does not deserve to be cut out of our lives.
That's exactly what she does deserve, honey.
Did you tell her that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, Clint. Oh, thank goodness. You know something? She has brought such hatred and such destruction into this house. It makes me sick when I think of it.
It's going to be all right, honey.
No, it's not going to be all right. That's the whole point. Because she will figure out a way to get back in here because she's still on the property, isn't she? And she'll still figure out a way to attack me with vicious lies about my father. With her phony letters and her phony claims and her phony pictures and listening in on our conversations.
It's not going to happen anymore, honey.
The only way
I guarantee you.
Honey, the only way is to get her off this property for good and get her out of that garage apartment. The problem is if I do that, she will only retaliate with more lies and slander. Now, what am I going to do?
It's going to be all right.
You know, Clint, I loved my father so much. He really, really was a great man. More than that. He was decent, and he was honorable,
And it makes me sick the way she tries to paint him as some sort of a vicious womanizer who led a disgusting, sordid, secret life. It just makes me sick. I cannot bear those thoughts.
Well, let's get them out of your mind. Here, come here. All better?
Oh. What did you want to see me about?
That was all. And to tell you I love you.
Yeah, Saturday, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Good morning, my darling.
Morning.
Are you ready for your coffee?
Absolutely.
Good morning.
Morning, Heron. Well, you look like your old self today.
Oh, sweetheart, I feel so much better today.
Thank you.
I'm very sorry about last night.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't have to apologize.
I want to. Darling, sometimes those feelings just well up in me, and I don't really understand them myself. But it's a new day, and I feel like I have it out of my system now. In fact, I feel quite ready to tackle the whole world.
You really feel that strong?
Oh, yes. In fact, I had the first decent night's sleep I've had in ages last night. Come and sit next to me.
Can I do that?
Not at all, Miss Clayton.
Good morning.
Morning.
Don't worry anyone. I just came over to get my mail. It's still being delivered here.
Is it? Well, I'll just go and speak to Heron. He can alert the postmaster. See to it that that situation is rectified immediately.
I thought I told you to stay clear of here.
Have you told her yet?
No, I haven't. Maybe the one thing that you were right about.
Yeah, well, if you are wise, you will never tell her.
You sure no one besides you or Brad knows about that room?
Yes, I'm sure no one.
All right, well, I will take care of Brad. But I want to tell you something. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen real good. If you ever go near Vicky again with anything that distresses her or upsets her, I will personally see to it that you are removed from this property and from our lives completely.
What are you going to do? You're going to personally see to it that the secret room disappears too?
I may personally seal it up. The point is I have the key. I have the figurine. So no one will be going back in there anymore. I am making sure, Tina, that you never hurt Vicky again.
You and the chef have done a magnificent job with the menu. That poor man, after feeding so many guests, will be ready to retire after the last course.
Are you kidding? He is so thrilled to be doing a banquet that doesn't include creamed chicken. Hi, sweetheart.
Hello. You two still at it?
Yes, we are, and this banquet is going to be a resounding success.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Sweetheart, I have that outline here for that series Mike's doing. Could you take a look at it?
Yes, darling, in 2 minutes. I just want to check the seating chart and make sure we haven't seated any deadly rivals next to one another.
Well, somehow I don't think Victor would mind.
I'm sure that he wouldn't, but I would. I'll tell you something. If either one of you can come up with an idea for getting Dorian off the dais, I would be happy to hear it.
I wish.
Now she wants Miracle.
Well, nothing's 100% perfect, right? Wait a minute.
What?
We didn't agree to that.
Is there some mistake?
Tina? Tina has been seated on the dais with the guests of honor? Who's responsible for this?
I bet you Tina called and said that...
Tina? You let Tina give you orders?
Honey, now calm down.
No, she said there'd been a change and that she was to be moved from table 1 and placed next to you.
Ever?
Vicky, I am so sorry. It never occurred to me that she didn't have your approval.
No, she most certainly did not.
Sweetheart, look. Now, this can be solved. There's no need to get into an uproar.
I'm sorry. Of course there isn't. I'm so sorry, Laurel. Of course it wasn't your fault. I'm sorry.
No, well, I certainly should have double-checked with you.
No, you shouldn't have. You had no way of knowing. Please accept my apology. I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. No, it's fine. Listen, we've gone over just about everything that I can think of, and I'm going to leave these with you. I have copies.
Okay, fine, and I'll be in touch with you.
If there are any other...
Yes, fine, thank you. I'll be in touch, and thank you again. You have done such a lovely job. I couldn't be happier. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Goodbye. I am so embarrassed that I subjected Laurel to that embarrassing display.
Sweetheart, there was no harm done.
I cannot believe Tina's boldness, her gall. This is fantasy of hers that she's a part of my family, of the Lord family. Clint, how dare she go behind my back and change the seating plan for dinner?
Honey, will you take it easy?
I mean, everything was fine. She was perfectly satisfied with the table that she was at. Now she goes this and does this. She seated herself at the dais next to me.
Honey, listen. Calm down. Let me show you something. Looky here. Okay. Now, little Tina just got transplanted. See how easy that was?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, honey, of course. You're right, thank you. Why does she irritate me so much?
Honey, when it comes to being an irritant, Tina is in a class all by herself.
I thought you were going to defend her.
No.
Well, you have before, you know.
Yes, but I'm seeing Tina in a little different light lately.
I'm glad. She's a born schemer.
Yes, she is, but you've got to stop letting it get under your skin. Now, don't dignify her schemes by paying so much attention to them.
I know. You're right, honey. I'm going to try that. For you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this aside completely. I'm going to go over these outlines of Michael's for you, all right?
Good. I'll be in the press room. You get through with that, you give me a call. We'll discuss changes.
Fine.
You sure you're all right?
Absolutely fine. Thank you, darling.
Morning, Mrs. Buchanan. Will Mr. Buchanan be down shortly?
Yes, he's on his way.
Morning, Herod.
Good morning, Mr. Buchanan.
Morning, sweetheart.
Hello, darling.
You sleep well?
I thought I did, but I feel so absolutely bone weary that, I don't know, maybe I'm just not awake yet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm also thinking about all the things that still need to be done for the anniversary celebration.
Yeah? Well, don't think about it.
Oh.
Come here.
Excuse me, sir. I think you'll be interested in page 3 of the Chronicle.
Chronicle? The way he said that, I am almost afraid to look. Oh, no.
What happened? What on earth is going on? Bo was arrested?
Yes, and Jesse. Look who swore out the complaint.
Your father?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that he would have them arrested.
Said Bo posted bail. So they're out by now. Heron?
Yes, sir.
Heron, did my brother spend the night here last night?
I don't believe so, sir.
Maybe he's out somewhere huddling with Herb Callison.
Why? Is he representing them?
Well, according to this, he is. Maybe that's him now. Yes, hello. Oh, Briggs. Yes, I heard about it. We're just reading about it in the Chronicle. Well, hold on. The publisher's right here.
No.
Well, honey, I'm not... he wants to know how he should handle the story.
Right. You're the editor.
But, honey, I'm not exactly an impartial observer.
It's all right, darling. You'll do the right thing. You always do.
Briggs, how would you handle this if the people involved were named Smith or Jones or... second section, inside page? All right, that's your answer. Right.
Exactly what I would have done.
Oh, you mean if your father had been involved? I'm sorry, that just slipped out.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Actually, if that had happened to my father, I think he would have behaved exactly as Asa did.
think that's what they call prenuptial jitters.
Everybody knows pouring water on ordinary dry dog food won't make gravy.
Fine, thanks.
Good. I take it you've heard something?
Yes, indeed. Your father's dropping the kidnapping charges against you and Jesse.
Great.
Now listen to this. Just before I left my place, I got a call from Becky. Seems he turned the baby over to her this morning.
Are you kidding me?
No. Ace took Drew to Wanda's diner. Becky was having breakfast there with Jesse.
Does that mean he's given up the fight for custody?
Well, it looks that way, but I'll know for sure later this morning. I'm representing Becky in court.
Bo!
Huh?
I heard what happened. They can't send you to the prison. I won't let them. I will go in your place, Bo.
Nobody's going to jail.
No?
No.
You're not going to take him away?
No, this is my lawyer. This is an attorney. This is Mr. Callison. Herb, I want you to meet Julietta. She's a friend of mine from Venice. I'm looking after her while she's here.
Oh, well, nice to meet you. And don't worry, the charges against both have been dropped.
Yeah, but it was nice of you to offer to serve time for me.
I would do it too, Bo.
Yeah, who's the guardian here?
I'm glad you reminded me of my responsibilities. This is going to be a very big day for you. There's somebody that's going to come and see you this morning, and I want you to make a real good impression.
Who is it?
Well, never mind. You'll meet her later on. But right now, I want you to run up and put on something real ladylike. You understand ladylike?
I can't wear jeans?
Absolutely not. No, just a simple dress, and fix up your hair real pretty, too.
Bo, I'm not good at things like this.
Well, Kim will help you out with that, okay? But you better run along. You're running a little long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go, too. I'm meeting with Becky and Jesse before we go to the court.
Keep us posted, will you, Herb?
Will do.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Okay. Hello?
Oh, Clint, it's Joanne. Sorry to bother you at home.
Oh, that's all right. What's up?
It's about that series Vicky's been writing on the crisis in education.
Yeah, right. The final article's appearing in today's edition.
Yes, but I can't find it.
You can't find it? That's odd. She was going to finish it up in the office.
She wasn't in most of the afternoon, Clint. I assumed she was writing at home.
Huh. I'll ask her about it when she gets back.
Shall we save space in the paper?
No, we'd better play it safe. We better run a filler. Let Briggs handle it, John. Okay. No, thanks.
Any problem?
Yes, this is Vicky. I don't know what the hell's going on with her, Bo. You know how good she is about things, especially where the banner's concerned.
Yeah, well, what's up?
She's missing a deadline.
That doesn't sound like Vicky.
I know it doesn't sound like her. She's got a lot on her mind these days, but that does not sound like Vicky. It does.
It's Nicole.
Where have you been? Why didn't you call me after the holdup? I've been worried about you.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Well, where have you been?
Look, Harry, I hate telephones. Can we get together? I'll explain it all.
Sure. Come on over to the plant.
But you're working.
The minute you walk in, I'll drop everything.
I'm on my way.
Okay, bye-bye.
He's always doing the unexpected.
No, sometimes it's the right thing.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me that he dropped those kidnapping charges. I mean, that's stretching a bit, even for Pa. But to give up Drew?
That's big of him. I'm proud of him.
Well, that's another thing, though. I mean, as soon as you get down on him, you just want to clobber the old man, he'll turn around and do something like this. You think maybe, I owe him an apology?
Bo, why don't you hold off on that until we hear what happened at court this morning?
Well, you don't think...
No, it's just like you said. He's always doing the unexpected thing, right? So...
well...
Ah! Look at this.
Well, now, this is a little bit more like it.
You like the way I look? Really? How is the dress? It's okay?
Well, and what do you think, Clint?
Perfect picture of a lovely young schoolgirl.
How's my hair?
Your hair's beautiful. Yeah. Kim did that for you?
Yes, and she put a little makeup on me, too. Now tell me, Bo, who's the special person I'm meeting? A movie producer?
No.
A movie director?
No.
Who then? Tell me, Bo.
Her name is Ms. Covington, and she's coming here to interview you.
For what? Who's she?
Well, she's the headmistress for the Agatha Burwell School for Girls, and I want you enrolled there immediately.
You want me to go to prison?
What? No, you're not going to live there. It's a great school. Believe me, you're going to like it.
Julieta, it's part of the deal you made with Bo. Now, either you go to school or you go back to Italy.
Miss Covington is here, sir. Shall I show her in?
No, thank you. I'll show her.
Julieta, you be on your best behavior. Don't you disappoint Bo.
I won't. Absolutely not. I will be on my very best behavior.
That a girl. That's the spirit.
Sorry. It was awful of me. I should have called you days ago.
Out of my mind. Worrying about you.
I'm very sorry.
Don't apologize. Just tell me you're all right.
I'm fine. The bullet just grazed my arm and I saw a doctor. It's healed now.
Why did you run away? That guy might have killed you.
I know. I got scared.
You been back to the bar since?
No. I was a little nervous the police might be looking for me to ask about the holdup.
Why?
I like my privacy. Oh, Harry, please don't let's talk about this. It's something I'd rather forget.
Okay.
I haven't seen you in so long. I know it's my fault, but it is so good to see you. Harry, is something wrong? You're so quiet. Are you angry with me?
No, I'm just thinking about you and me. Remembering.
In my heart, I always knew I'd see you again.
I didn't know I'd see you. Now you've come back. For how long?
I don't know yet.
Will-o'-the-wisp. That's what you are.
You make me sound unreal.
Elusive, that's a better word. Very elusive. All right, you want to know what's wrong? I'm starting to feel that I care about you again, and I don't like that feeling. It makes me feel vulnerable.
Oh, Harry.
I don't like it. You know how many times I've been back to that bar? 12 times. Finally, I said, Harry, this is enough. You've got to protect yourself. Forget about that woman.
Oh, Harry. Are we just going to stand here, or are we going to go out?
I'm waiting for a call, an important call.
Oh.
Customer from Cleveland. It might be, it might be a big deal. Good business.
And then?
And then we can go. Well, what have you been doing lately?
Same thing.
Which means?
Enjoying myself.
Uh-huh. Well, what do you do in your spare time?
Harry. All my time is spare.
I see. Which means you're not looking for work. You must have some nest egg.
No, it's not that big.
No. You haven't called my friend Asa Marshall at the employment office, have you?
No, actually, I just haven't got around to it.
Well, you better call her. I told you you would.
You know something? You talk too much. And I'm leaving you.
You going to be at the bar?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Will you? Oh, please.
You mean to say he dated frequently? No. Disagreeing with Victor Lord that I knew was a very, very virile, very, very masculine man who certainly would have liked the company of a woman during those years, if not
I think
several
you're
women.
right, Russ. I don't think we need to watch that.
But
Wait a minute. Let's watch the rest of it.
Oh, Harry. I was hoping you'd be here.
And he was obviously hoping you'd be here. That's why he dropped in.
No unsolicited remarks from the bartender, even if they are correct. Why can't we watch the other half of you on Landview?
I don't think that Russ and I are very interested in watching two society ladies chatting about Victor Lord. It's not entertaining.
Oh, really? Oh, I knew the old guy. I admired him.
Well, you worked for him, Harry.
Yeah.
But have they invited you to the testimonial dinner tomorrow?
Yes.
Have they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What's so amusing about that? Would you like to go?
Me? No, I don't belong with that crowd.
Oh, I knew you'd refuse me. That's why I didn't invite you earlier.
And you're probably going with the other lady, you see.
Yeah.
Does she fit in with town society?
There's a bear like honey.
Well, then you'll probably have a much better time with her than you would with me.
I don't think so. You see, I figure that a lady who doesn't have a home or a phone number probably doesn't have an evening gown either.
Harry.
What's your big secret, Nicole? You got a husband and a couple of kids stashed away somewhere?
Don't be silly.
Well, it could happen. All these years you weren't around.
It didn't.
And now what? You're going to hang around for a couple of months and then disappear, huh?
I promise you, I will not disappear.
How can you promise anything? You can't even keep a date. I only met you by chance.
Harry, don't start.
You're making me feel like a fool. And I don't like it.
Dance with me.
Sit. No, sit.
But Harry, I want to hold you.
Okay. Your place.
Hey, Russ. Give me a cold one, huh?
How are the hamburgers here?
I hear they're terrific.
Yeah? I'd like 4 of them.
I hope little Samantha doesn't have your appetite because she'll grow up to be a porker.
Oh, Harry, come with me.
First, I want you to meet my oldest daughter.
Hey, Marco here.
Harry, I don't really think I should.
Why not?
Because she doesn't know anything about me.
Until a couple of days ago.
What did you tell her?
The truth.
Oh, Harry, she must hate me.
No, you don't know, Dee Dee. She couldn't hate you. Besides, I told her that I met you when her mother was still alive.
That was her mother. Did you tell her that you were in love with me?
And I told her that I was faithful to her mother.
I don't really look very well.
You look lovely.
Harry, what if she doesn't like me?
She'll like you. She will. And so will Rafe.
Who's Rafe?
Her
boyfriend? Oh.
Yeah.
No, Harry, please.
Okay, listen. I'll bring them over here. Okay?
All right, I'll go comb my hair first. And then I'll meet you at the table. All right?
Right. Don't worry.
When was the car stolen?
I don't know, it was sometime between 9:30 and 10. I was so preoccupied with getting fit in this dress, I didn't even hear it start.
Well, if it's any consolation, the dress looks beautiful.
Yes, it does. And I think all the other ladies on the dais will be green with envy, including me. We have decided that that's where Tina's going to sit.
Really? Well, that's good. Good.
Yeah, I think so, too. It's just not highest on my list of priorities right now.
I understand that. It was a nice car.
Yeah, worth about $40,000.
Tina, it will be recovered, I'm sure.
I always wondered why you would spend so much money on a car.
Do you think I'm entitled to at least one little luxury in life?
I'm sorry it happened.
I think we'll leave Tina alone. Why don't you relax?
Thanks.
What's at Grandview High School?
Yes, he wants to show it to her. Let her see what it's like. Seems that's where she's going to be enrolled.
What happened to her interview with Miss Covington? Didn't that work out? Clint, what is wrong with you? Are you angry with me? I guess I should have told you where I was going this morning.
It isn't that.
Well, then what is it?
It's that series you've been writing for the Banner.
Oh, no, I forgot.
Yeah, Joanne called me about it this morning. The final article was supposed to run in today's edition.
I know.
Now, honey, that isn't like you. You missed a deadline.
The notes were on my desk, and I meant to get to them, and then yesterday that business with the seating arrangement came up, I got so distracted.
Which desk?
What?
Which desk? You said the notes for the article were on your desk. But according to Joanne, you weren't in the office most of the afternoon, so it could be that desk. Which desk?
Are you accusing me of something?
I'm just trying to find out what the hell is going on with you, honey.
We just have to run something else in its place.
It is being done.
Good.
Vicky, I'd like to know where you were yesterday afternoon.
I had a million things to do for the banquet.
The banquet.
Oh, Clint, it will be over soon.
Really? Then can things get back to normal around here? What was that for?
For caring.
On that score, you don't have a thing in the world to worry about. Heron told me that you were in here waiting for him.
Honest, and have been waiting. So let me see. Mickey's big hand is on. It's been about 37 minutes, 54 seconds I've been waiting.
Did you have an appointment?
You may not be aware of this, but tomorrow night I'm expecting about 100 people to show up to honor Victor Lord.
Victor Lord. Yeah, it seems I heard something about that, Marco.
We've got some last-minute decisions to make. Vicky was supposed to meet me at the inn, but she never showed.
What?
She never showed. So I called up the secretary. The secretary informed me that indeed she had finished the taping of the Dorian, checked into the office, and was going home, which last I heard was here. I arrived here, no Vicky. Here we go again. I'm not sure what you mean by that, nor do I have time to inquire, because at 5:30, if I do not call up the printers, there's going to be no program for the guests.
What's the holdup?
Final approval. The printers sent me this sample, and they are waiting on needles and needles.
Vicky's been working on this thing for 6 months, and now you're telling me that it's coming down to a last-minute decision?
Well, she wanted to see it one last time before she gave her approval.
I'll give me the damn thing. I'll prove it. Fine. Perfect. Good. Wonderful. Print it.
All right. Would it be a miscalculation on my part to say that you are about up to date with this sort of thing?
Up a little.
Well, it's something in common. I just can't wait to get back to business as normal. You know what I mean? But,
Where the devil have you been?
What's the matter?
What's the matter? You disappeared again, and nobody knew where to find you.
Oh, Clint, for heaven's sakes, we're counting down to a banquet. I have a lot to do.
I know that. Things like seeing Marco.
Marco, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, the printer had to know by 5:30 at 6 o'clock. What am I going to do?
Yeah, well, it's been taken care of. Marco was here when I got home, and I gave the program final approval.
Did you look at it carefully?
Why? You've looked at it carefully 25 times.
No, I haven't seen the finished sample, and I was very unsure about the ivory cover.
Oh, the ivory cover is beautiful. The contents are very striking. It is a fitting Bible for your father.
Is that sarcasm really necessary?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Point is, I can't help myself, honey. You know, if a genie jumped out of a bottle right now in front of me and offered to grant me 3 wishes, my first wish would be that It was the day after this little extravaganza.
For heaven's sake, she's trying to whine like Joey when he's exhausted.
I am exhausted. And I am damn tired of covering for you at the paper and covering for you with the children. Half the time I'm looking for you, and the other half you're locked up with your father's memories.
Well, you're certainly not too tired to fight with me, are you? Which is something I hardly need now.
Where are you going?
I am going to the Vernon Inn to talk to Marco.
Well, how about having some dinner first, like a normal family?
I have already put Marco in a bind. For heaven's sakes, Clint, I don't know what else to do.
Oh, well, just forget it. I'll cover the dinner, too.
I cannot believe you're acting like this.
Well, I would try and calm down if you would just promise me one thing. After this little 50th anniversary is all over, will you do just one thing for me? Can we finally bury your father?
You've been so neglectful of
I've been without that, without very high morale, there could be no progress and no achievement could be attained. I think, as most of you know, Harry O'Neill worked very closely with my father at Lord Manning for many, many years, and we will hear from him in just a few short moments. But to continue the program for this evening, I would, at this point, like to introduce to you... I'm sorry, I would like to introduce to you... What is going on? What is this? Where did this come from? This letter. This damnable thing, this pack of lies, this forgery.
I was the father of that child.
Lord.
According to this thing, Tina's his daughter.
I wonder just who the hell could have done this.
Don't you know? Will you promise me?
You can't believe me. I didn't know
You leave her
anything
alone.
about this. I just wanted to...
Get out of here, now. Now!
Clint, is there anything that I can do?
No, she just needs some breathing space.
Oh, do you think Tina planted this letter in the program?
Well, let's not jump to conclusions.
What a horrible way for her to find out about this.
Oh, she knew about it. In fact, we discussed it. I can guarantee she didn't intend for it to be revealed like this.
Yeah, but is this authentic? Did Victor Ward write this?
Still open to question, which is another reason it should never have been made public.
You know, this afternoon I asked Tina why she wanted to come to this party by herself, and she told me she wanted to be available to roam and meet people.
Yeah, or do this.
Well, let's not convict Tina quite yet, folks, until we've heard a little more, all right?
I'm going to go see if I can help Vicky out this evening.
Kim, what's wrong with Mommy?
Oh, she's just a little upset, sweetheart. She's going to be all right.
Vicky, why don't you drink this?
Thank you, Chris.
Clint, the children. Are the children all right?
Check on them. Check on them. Jenny, would you mind...
Yes.
Thank you. How you doing, guys? Huh?
Daddy, why was Mommy crying?
Well, her feelings are hurt, that's all.
See, what did I tell you?
Remember when you banged up your shin sliding into second base last time? You cried, didn't you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm not saying that crying is wrong. The point is that it hurt for a little while, and then you were okay, right?
Is Mommy gonna be okay?
Yeah, she's going to be okay, Joe. She's going to need our help, all right? So we'll be her big, strong fellas. Kim, why don't you take the boys home? Well, before you go, I'll give Mommy a big hug and a big kiss and tell her that you love her. Huh? Get to it.
I love you. Oh, my God. I love you, too.
Here we go. Please, with my compliments. May I propose a toast to you, Tina Lord. Congratulations and welcome to the family.
I can't drink to that.
Why not? Isn't this what you wanted all along? Go public with the disclosure about your dear old dad? Come on, whoever put this thing in the program did you a big favor. Why not? Gene, you're sitting on top of the world here. I mean, talk about loot. I don't know what this Miss Buchanan is worth, but I'd say you're in for a third, maybe even half of a huge fortune here.
Look, in the first place, it's not that simple.
Why not?
Well, can you imagine what these people think of me?
Yeah, they think you're Victor Lord's daughter.
Yeah, Victor Lord's illegitimate daughter who would do something terrible to that nice lady up there in front of all her friends and her family.
Well, all of a sudden, she's a nice lady.
Look, I'm not saying that is my opinion, all right? But 90% of these people here think she is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now, I might as well be the Grinch who killed Christmas for all they care. No matter how much I say I didn't do it, they're not going to believe me. Or will they?
You mean you didn't do it?
Of course not. Haven't you been listening?
Well, who do you think did then?
The one person in this room really hates Vicky and had access to that letter.
And who would that be?
The woman who now calls herself Dorian Lord.
I'm just so devastated that it all had to come out this way.
Yes, I'm sure it's very uncomfortable for you.
Oh, no. For me, I can roll with the punches. It's common knowledge that Victor had an eye for the ladies before he met me. No, it's just that all of this just seems so avoidable.
Avoidable? Well, how can you say that and also say she's fighting for her so-called birthright?
Not so-called, Harry. I mean, we have the letter verified, and it's been authenticated as Victor's handwriting.
But does Vicky concede that?
No, she cannot deal with the reality of the situation. And therein lies the problem. If she had just recognized the relationship when the letter first came to light, complied with her father's wishes, none of this would have happened.
And you're sure that Tina's the one who's responsible for distributing the letter?
Who else?
Seemed to think she could be so cruel to Vicky.
Please, Harry, Vicky has not exactly been Miss Sweetness in life to Tina. Poor Tina's been treated like a poor relation from the very beginning.
Sound like you feel sorry for Tina.
But I do.
Well, what about that lady over there? She's not exactly having a barrel of fun.
But Harry, that's the point I'm trying to make. Vicky brought the situation upon herself. It's true. She didn't have to behave that way, not for a minute.
Well, you think they'll go on with the program?
I don't know.
I'll never run out on her, but I gotta duck out to call my office. So.
I'll go along with you.
Oh, very good.
See you later.
Yes.
Well, I think I gotta get going. Can I drop you off?
No.
Dorian, I didn't plant the letter.
It's just, Harry, you're making it seem as though Vicky is a victim here.
Oh, I see. I can't be your friend and Vicky's friend. Is that the name of the game?
Oh.
Okay. So be it.
Where are you going? Harry, come.
Where's Harry going?
Home?
Without you?
Yes. I told him that I wanted to stay. I want to do anything I can for Vicky. By the way, did you notice that Rob has come with another girl?
Oh, Joy and Rob are friends, that's all.
Cassie didn't happen to say what this was all about, did she?
What? No, she said that she and Rob had a fight. She didn't want to discuss it. I have a question for you.
That's what?
Tina told me that you had that letter examined by a handwriting expert.
Yes. Well, I did. A man named Macaulay. His credentials are impeccable.
No doubt, but my point is that you had access to the letter.
Yes, Tina gave me a copy of it.
From which you could have had more copies made.
Are you implying that I put...
Well, did you?
No, of course I did not. And in case you have any idea of making a statement like that in public, let me tell you something. You'll be very sorry if you do. You're a lawyer. I don't need to spell it out for you, do I? You're responsible for this, aren't you? Strange. I was just about to say the same thing to you. Oh, come on, Dorian. Why would I do that? Because you're the only one who has anything to gain from it.
What, you don't have anything to gain from all this?
it?
No, what would I have to gain from it?
What about satisfaction, hon? What about vengeance against your arch nemesis, Victoria Lord Buchanan? Vengeance like you could never even imagine.
You liar.
Oh, yeah, one of us is lying, Dorian. I think we know which one that is, don't we?
Clint, please, make him stop.
If the shoe fits, you little tramp. If you don't shut your mouth, I'll feel what?
Hold it, leave him, please. Laurel. Is the band on a break or something?
Not at all. You got a request?
Anything dancing. And
Got
encourage him to dance.
Okay, you got it.
Come on. You two realize what you're doing?
Yes. I mean, what about her? Have you asked her why she did what she did?
We'll get to that later. Now isn't the time or the place.
Why not?
Because it will only make things worse for my wife, and she doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, well, that's a matter of opinion.
Are you saying that you're responsible for the letter?
No, what she's saying is that none of this would have happened if Vicky had just dealt with the situation correctly. Thank you, Dorian. That's exactly what I was saying. Don't thank me, Tina. I still think you're lying. Yeah, well, I don't give a hoot what you think. Clint, would you please just let me talk to her?
No.
What? Why not? Believe me, I didn't have anything to do with this.
Oh, the unmitigated gall.
Clint, I swear to you, please, I would not have put that in the programs. Believe me, I gave Vicky my word.
And we all know what that's worth.
Listen to her, please.
No.
Why not?
It'll just make things worse for my wife.
Look, don't I even get a chance to defend myself?
You'll get your day in court. I promise you that.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Why don't I see if I can get you a sedative? I can call the house doctor.
No.
Why not?
Because I have to get myself together. Where are the children? Where are Kevin and Joey?
Vicky,
Where are...
Vicky, they came and told you goodnight, remember? Yes, Tim took them home. Clint thought that would be best.
Oh, I remember that now, yes.
And I think it would be best for you to go home, too. Laurel, can you have Vicky's car brought around? Sure.
No. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. That would be quitting. That would be running away. My father wouldn't want me to do that.
You want to go on with the program?
Yes, I do.
Vicky, that's above and beyond the call. No one here expects you to
I expect that of myself, and I owe it to my father. I have to explain to everybody that that letter is a forgery.
Is it? Are you sure, Vicky?
Of course I'm sure. I am. I had it checked by a handwriting expert.
You mean you knew about this before this evening?
Yes. Tina has been blackmailing him with it for weeks. Clint knows all about it. Tell him, Clint, tell him.
Sweetheart, how you feeling?
I'm fine.
I think maybe you ought to take her home.
I couldn't agree more.
No, I cannot go home, please. Please, I have to explain to everybody. Now, don't let anybody leave until I have explained it all to them, please.
Sweetheart, please listen to me.
No, Laura, do you have a little place just where I could go and sit quietly for a few minutes and collect my thoughts? That's all I want.
Is there, sweetheart? Or there's an alcove right out in the lobby. I can see that you're not disturbed there. Is that okay?
Please, take me there. Only somebody has to make an announcement of some sort
I'll
to
do
make sure that... No, darling, you can make it. I need you with me. Please, I need you to help me decide what to say.
Clint, I'll do it.
Thank you, Jenny. Just tell them to stay, and I'll be back.
That's fine. No, I'll tell everybody to stay, okay? It's going to be fine.
Thank you.
Come on. Let's duck out the kitchen door. That way you won't have to fight through the crowd.
Could you turn on the mic? Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. If I could have your attention, please. Mrs. Buchanan has asked me to tell you that she's very sorry for the interruption in tonight's program. And she asks you to be very patient, maybe finish your coffee and enjoy a little dancing. And above all, please don't leave. The program will continue momentarily, at which point Mrs. Buchanan, I think, would like to make a statement. Thank you very much.
Julie, where's Vicky's mom?
Why do you want to know?
Because I have to talk to her. I have to explain something to her. Listen, do you know what she's going to say when she comes back here?
No, I don't have any idea.
I can't stand it.
What?
She won't even look at me.
she'll get over it.
Yeah, but I just want to talk to her. I want to make her understand.
What are you going to say to her?
I just don't want her thinking that. I'll be right back. Is the seat taken? Cassie, I want to talk to you. You've got to understand what's really going on.
I understand exactly what's going on. I break up with Rob, and you pick him up.
Well, no, I didn't pick him up. So, what were you doing with him all evening? Well, he asked me.
You didn't have to accept.
Well, no, but he said that he was going to go with some strange girl. You know, I thought that you'd much prefer.
Don't do me any favors.
What would I be doing here with him? What do you...
You tell me. And another thing. You better find yourself another roommate, because I'm moving out.
So what do you think? What do you think about what? About the alleged letter from the great man, the whole flower? I don't know. I'm not even thinking about it. Things rough in that direction. Yeah, they're rough. They're very rough. She took it hard? Yeah, she took it hard. What'd you expect? And you're kicking yourself. I'm kicking myself, yes. To put it mildly, I'm kicking myself. What else could you do under the circumstances? I could kill Dorian. And then you'd be on the run like your father. Yeah, I know. You don't have to explain it to me. Keep your resolve. My resolve. Well, think of something. Like what?
Excuse me, Rob. Can we go home now?
What's the matter? What'd she say to you?
I really don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry.
All right, come on, let's go. Talk to you.
Is Vicky okay?
She's getting there.
What, is there anything that I can do to help?
No, I don't think so. Thanks with her. I have him sealed off in the corner of the lobby.
Well, Jenny just made a little speech, and she said that Vicky was going to come back, and she was going to make some kind of statement. Is she going to be able to do that?
You've known her longer than I have. What do you think?
Well, ordinarily, I can say that Vicky can do anything that she set her mind to. But she seemed to be absolutely destroyed. Whoever did this really hit her where it hurts the most.
That Tina Clayton worked for me once, you know.
Yeah, I recall that.
I was real lucky to get rid of her. You know, there's one thing I hate is a two-faced woman. You know, she'd come on sweet and batter those eyelashes, but underneath, she was a schemer and a vicious girl.
Excuse me, I see my data.
Oh, Sonny, I was just thinking to myself, a refined young lady like you can't be accustomed to these kinds of goings-on.
Asa, I think you have me all wrong. Do you think that you and I could have a talk?
Well, sure. You can go to my place. I'll buy you a nightcap. Yes, sir.
You know, that sounds mighty inviting, but I think that we need to settle this matter right here. You know, Asa, I cannot believe you have not recognized me. Maybe I should feel insulted. But when you didn't realize who I was, I told you a fib. See, back home they did used to call me Sonny and everything, but that's not my real name. Don't you recognize the face that has kissed you? This is Clover. I'm Jessie's sister.
Oh. You feel better?
A little bit better. Thank you.
Listen, how about I recommend our next move?
Oh, I wish you would.
I'm going to take you out to the car. I'm going to have the driver take you home. Honey, wait a minute. Let me finish. I'm going to take you out to the car, and I'm going to have the driver take you home. Then I will go back into the ballroom, and I will make an announcement to the effect that this letter that your father supposedly wrote is probably a fraud, and that we are investigating it. Okay? But that in any event, your father was a tremendous achiever, and the banner is his most fitting and most eloquent and significant memorial.
Oh, that's lovely. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Sticky, I'll just try and get you home. You can get some
Wait,
rest.
no, wait. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to go out there and say that myself.
Sweetheart, let me do it for you.
No. And for a number of reasons. I don't want you fighting my battles for me.
I'm volunteering.
I know you are, and I love you very much for that. But this is something that I have to do for myself.
Why? To prove to yourself how strong you are?
No. But I have to prove to my father that I'm worthy to be his daughter.
Your father is not around anymore.
Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, Clint, I walked into the ballroom tonight, and I could feel his presence everywhere. It was such a palpable thing. And I really feel he would never forgive me if I didn't measure up to this challenge.
What can I say?
Just say you'll be with me, please. And say that you'll stand by me when I go in.
Honey, you know I'm always with you. And you know I'll always stand beside you. Don't you know that by now?
I do. It's nice to hear it. Let's go.
You seen enough bloodshed for one evening?
I gotta wait for Vicky.
You think she's gonna come back?
Well, she said she would.
Yeah, I know, but considering the circumstances,
No, believe me, I know her a lot better than you do. She'll be back.
you want to bet? Come on, let's get out of here. Come up to my place and have a nice, quiet drink.
Your place?
Yeah, I'm staying here at the inn. Come on. I can tell you're upset. Didn't I always know how to relax you? Okay, you do what you want to. You want to stay, stay. Can I see you tomorrow?
I don't know.
All right. You call me when you make up your mind. I'm going to be out of the hotel all day tomorrow, but you can reach me at this number.
Good, I'm glad that people stayed. I'm gonna sit.
Just a moment. She's gonna tell her what she did.
Oh, are you kidding me? What's you got on the ropes? Just keep them guessing.
What guessing? They'll think I did this. All right. All right, if you won't, then I will.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for your kindness and your patience. When I was wondering how on earth I could possibly come back here and face all of you, I was reminded of a terrible old cliche, really. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. But I also reminded myself that I am among friends here. Not only my friends, but the friends of my dear father. And these are not people who would be stampeded easily by scurrilous rumors and baseless charges. Therefore, before we continue the program, I would like to make a statement. The letter that was surreptitiously placed in your programs is quite possibly a fraud. I have to qualify that statement because at this point I'm not really sure. Neither are we sure who placed the letter in the programs, and I make no accusations. However, when and if the truth can be ascertained, I promise you that I will be as public with this information as this person has been with his or her allegations. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate your understanding. And now it is my very great pleasure to introduce to you a man who was a lifelong friend of my father's, who has a record of distinguished service to not only to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but to the entire nation as well. And I'm quite sure that you will agree with me. When I have to talk to you. Tina, what are you doing? Why are you wearing that?
I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry. I didn't...
Come here.
I forgot.
Come here. Come here. It's all right. Come. You did plan for that, didn't you? And now you're not satisfied with that, but you want to come up here and parade yourself around up here on this dais? No, Tina, I won't allow that. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. I'm afraid I'm going to have to amend my earlier remarks. It's very clear to me now. The letter is, in fact, an out-and-out fraud. It is a monstrous defamation of my father's character. And this person that you see standing next to me right here is not, and I repeat not, she is not Victor Lord's daughter, nor is she my sister. She is simply an opportunistic, lying, self-seeking little...
Since he dropped us off. Wait a minute, she might have taken a cab home. At least I hope that's what she did.
Yeah, well, Larry's out in the lobby. He's still looking for her now. He said he would go to Lanphier with you until she needs the sedatives.
I'll be glad to have him with me.
All right. Good luck.
She's gone.
Sir.
Karen, have you seen Mrs. Buchanan?
No, I haven't, sir.
Where could she have gone?
Well, perhaps
Where?
she arrived when I was down in the kitchen.
Well, someone would have heard her.
Well, the rest of the staff were asleep already, sir.
Wait, what's that? Was she wearing that tonight? Yes, she was. She must have gone up to the bedroom. I'll go check on her. You want me to wait here? You mind? It's gone on long enough, Larry. I'm going to call the police. I should have called them a long time before now. Vicky. Thank God you're all right.
Sorry, I just realized how worried you all might be, and I didn't really want to do that to you, especially after everything else.
Where have you been?
I came home and I changed clothes and I went out again. I really just had to get away from everything. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Well, you won't be needing me. You sure you're all right?
I'll manage, Larry. Thank you for your concern.
Good night. Good night, Larry. Thank you. Okay. I have been worried sick. How could you do this?
I don't know. I just had this sudden, overwhelming feeling that if I could just drive away, then I could get away from all the feelings of humiliation and embarrassment.
Didn't you know I'd be here? That I'd be ready to help you?
Darling, I couldn't face it, not even with you. I still can't face it. The things that I did and said at the banquet. Slapping Tina. I've never done anything like that in my whole life. And I did it in front of everyone. In front of the most important people in town. People who had gathered there to honor my father. I don't understand it. What's happened to me?
Sweetheart. This has been building up for a long time. Now something had to give. It's probably for the best.
Oh, how can you say that? I can't ever show my face in this town again.
What are you talking about? Huh? All the guests were very understanding.
Understanding? To what?
a confused, hysterical woman. Please, I can just see this when it hits the paper, the national intruder.
Oh, that rag sheet, forget about it. Oh, honey, it'll all blow over.
Will it?
Yes.
What do I do in the meantime? Who do I talk to? Darling, look, I've been thinking that you're right. I have to go away someplace to sort all this out.
Good. Name it. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to the mountains. To the cabin. It's familiar, but it's far away, and I think it'll be good for me.
You've got it. We'll leave first thing in the morning.
No.
What?
No, I want to go alone.
You're joking, honey. I mean, that's not a good idea, huh?
It is a good idea. It's the only way. Sweetheart, I love you. I love you so much. But the one thing that I have not had one single solitary second of since this whole business with Tina began is any time for myself. And I need it. I have to try and make some sense out of all of this.
I should be with you, honey.
Darling, I know I have asked you to deal with everything for weeks now. And I'm going to ask you to do it one more time. One of us has to stay with the children. But maybe. Look, I'll be perfectly safe. It's very beautiful up there this time of year. It was my father's favorite place in the spring, and he and I spent so many happy times up there.
Well, maybe you and I could spend some happy times up there.
But this is not a very happy time for me.
You know, it seems to me that one of the things we promised each other when we got married was that we would support each other in time of need. You know, what was it, something about for better or for worse? Do you recall something like that?
I know, but I need to be alone. Please. Maybe just being in those very peaceful surroundings and in the shadow of my father, I can find the strength that I need to cope with all of this.
Strength I can't give you.
I didn't say that.
You might as well have. What you're saying is that you prefer the spirit of a man who has been dead for years, to the living flesh and blood of your husband.
Oh, Clint.
Clint, hell! Damn it, Becky! I am at the end of my rope. Now, I have tried for I don't know how long to understand what the hell is going on around here. What is best for you.
Honey, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I know what's best for me right now. Please, I need a few days. Just a week. I need to take care of myself. And I promise you I will come back the same person that you've always loved.
I could sure as hell go for that.
And please, I beg you, let me go.
Okay. Okay, but you've got to promise me that it won't be for very long.
It won't, I promise. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to pack some things and go.
Wait a minute. You're not going to leave tonight.
Yes, I am. I can't stay to face people in the morning. I can't. I'll wake the children, and I'll kiss them. And I'll try and make them understand this. Probably a lot better than I understand any of it myself.
You can't sleep either, huh?
No, I'm worried about Vicky. It's awful foggy out there.
What's Vicky have to do with the fog?
Well, she's driving up to the cabin.
What, right now?
Yes, right now. I'm going to give a call. Maybe she's arrived.
Clint, after everything that's happened tonight, you would let her drive up there alone?
Damn it wasn't my idea, Bo. You think I didn't try and talk her out of it?
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be yelling at you.
No. Heck, you ought to be yelling at somebody. What reason did she give for doing that?
Reason? What reason? Who knows what reason? She left because of embarrassment, because of not wanting to face anybody, I guess. And then, of course, there's her wonderful memories of her father up there at the cabin. And I doubt that. That would make a little too much sense.
Clint, listen, I know that she needs this time. She needs to be alone and everything. But if you're this worried,
I should drive up there. Is that it?
Well,
I should just go up there uninvited, unwanted. I should interfere with her memories of her father. You know, she says she's going to pull herself together up there. You want to know what I think? I think she's just going to convince herself that Victor Lord was a flawless man.
Now, wait. Do you think he really wrote that letter, though?
I doubted it at first, but it's beginning to look that way. You know what that means, don't you? You know what that would mean? That would mean that Tina and Vicky were half-sisters. Yeah. And you know what that would mean? That would mean that Victor Lord seduced Tina's mother, Vicky's best friend, the summer she was here.
I know, but they have...
And she can't deal with that, Bo. Vicky just cannot deal with it. She refuses to even consider it.
Yeah, but can you imagine the whole town finding out the way they did tonight? Now is when she needs you.
Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm starting to feel a little hurt. And I'm starting to feel more than just a little bit helpless. And I'm beginning to feel just a whole bunch of anger.
Ciao, Bo.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Buchanan, you're both still awake. So, what do you think? Do I look like an American punk teenager?
Punk? I'm having a hard time finding the words exactly to describe. Is this the way you plan on going to bed?
Bed? Oh, no. I was going to meet my new friend, Annie. We never made it to the disco, remember?
Remember?
Bo,
I
think I'll go in the study and call the sheriff up in Credence and ask him to include the cabin on his regular patrol.
Good. That's a good idea.
Right? The story warrants it. Trash it.
Right. Thanks, Clint.
You bet.
Mr. Buchanan, I'm sorry to bother you, but this is another list of people calling for your wife. Most are just inquiries into how she's doing, but a few are business.
Okay, I'll take care of them.
Also, tomorrow is my last day. Joanne will be coming back from vacation.
Oh, well, you've done a very nice job for us.
Thank you. Thank you. If you would, I'd like you to write that down for me. This is just the standard form that the temp agency uses to evaluate our performance. It would just take a few minutes.
I'll try and get to it today, but it might be tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, son?
Oh, Pa, come on in. Lisa, hold my calls, will you?
Sure.
Down to your office, they directed me here.
Oh, I'm pulling double duty again. I think I might be getting used to it.
Vicky's not up to coming in. That's understandable.
Vicky's not in town, Pa. She went up to the mountain cabin.
That's probably a good idea.
You think so?
Clint, what is this mess? I mean, Tina is really Victor Lord's daughter?
That's debatable, but it's possible.
Well, Vicky could lose a lot of bucks.
Well, I don't think she's been thinking about it in dollars and cents. She just doesn't want Tina in the family.
She's a smart lady, and if I were you, I'd run her out of town.
Pa, could we talk about something else? I've sort of had Victor Lord for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a few months now. Why don't we talk about you?
Well, sure, but I just thought I could help.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. You know, I've felt real bad that I haven't had a chance to see you lately. Oh, and I'm very proud of you for not getting into a custody battle with Becky Lee. But what's this about her staying in Landview?
Yeah, that was very unexpected.
Well, how do you feel about it?
Well, I'm happy I can see Drew anytime I want, but Seeing Becky Lee isn't going to help me get over her, so it's, it's half good, half bad.
Yeah. And Delilah, is her depression lifting any?
Clint, why are we talking about me and Delilah when it's obvious that you're like a keg of dynamite searching for a match?
I'll tell you what, I'd like to just blow up, I mean, I would like to just explode into about 1 million pieces, but you see, I can't do that. Now, you know why? Well, there's no one around to pick them up.
Yes, there is.
Oh?
Me. See, I came over here worried about Vicky. Now, I'll tell you, I'm real concerned about you.
Well, it's nice to know that somebody's a little concerned about me. Well, that sounds like self-pity, doesn't it?
You're entitled. Is this all from the banquet, all this flack?
Banquet. I thought it was going to be all over after that damn banquet. You got no idea what I've been going through the past few months, Pa. Vicky has done everything except hire a psychic to bring her father back from the dead. It all started when she realized that the 50th anniversary of the banner was coming up. And slowly but surely she kept devoting more and more time to her father and his memory.
Clint, she sounds sort of,
sick?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I try not to think of it in those terms, Paul. But the paper, and me, and even the boys, we have been coming in second place to a dead man.
I tell you something, I can't understand it, Clint. I mean, it just doesn't sound like Vicky.
You can't understand it. I can't understand it. I can't see where the need for it is. I mean, what is the need for it? Why does she insist on believing that Victor Lord is a saint? I mean, it was him that caused her to have a nervous breakdown.
Oh, that's that split personality thing. I mean, how old was she then?
Oh, I don't know. She was early 20s, I guess. And a part of her I actually hated the man. All right, so she worked her way through all that, right? But to forget it, to rewrite history.
And this Tina comes up with a letter that says she's his illegitimate kid.
Yeah. Well, that letter surfaced some time ago. And now Vicky is saying that she can't face people because she is, she's embarrassed to face people. Well, Paul, I think it goes a lot deeper than that. You know what she's afraid to face? She can't face the fact that her father was human.
You have got your hands full.
Yeah, too damn full. So full that sometimes I...
So you'd like to chuck it? Want some advice from your father? Do it. You have the ability to be selfless. I mean, you worry about other people. You don't care about yourself. Look at you right now. You're a mother and father of these kids. You're editor and publisher of the Banner. You're a husband and a shrink to your wife.
I know that. There's nothing I can do about it.
The hell there isn't. You come with me out west, which I'm doing tomorrow morning.
Fine. You mean just get up and walk away from everything?
Just do it. We'll go hunting, fishing, camping, camp out under the stars, just like the old days. Just you and me.
You make it sound awful tempting, Paul, but it's impossible.
It is possible. You think that Banner can't go along without you? He's done it before.
Even if I arrange that, there's other things to consider. There's the kids. There's the boys.
Clint, Kim is devoted to those kids.
Well, Vicky. What if Vicky needed me?
Vicky sent you a message, Clint. She left town. She don't need you right now. It'd be the best thing in the world for you. 1 week in the West. You come back here, you clear up this mess just like your old self. Come on.
Excuse me. Yeah, Lisa? Yeah, give me a few minutes, will you? Just a couple minutes. Thank you. Paul, I got to okay some copy.
Think it over. Clint, when's the last time you cooked and fried a mess of trout by yourself, huh?
I can't remember that far back, Paul. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the advice.
Mr. Briggs said that this needed your immediate attention, sir.
Yes. These days, what doesn't? No.
Oh, shoot. I bet she snuck out again. You know, we just had a talk about this morning. That little girl will just not deal with any form of authority. You know that? Clint, you know, you got to dial that phone. Just staring at it, that's not going to work.
I can't call the sheriff again. I've been bugging him all day. Vicky knows I'm waiting to hear from her, right? She knows I want to hear from her. She knows it's inconsiderate and irresponsible not to call me, right?
I know. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, I've had it. I have had it up to here. And I'm going to take the bull by the horns and do something about it.
Well, you should. What do you got in mind?
Escape. I'm going to escape. I'm going to take off with Pa for a while.
With Pa?
Yeah. He stopped in at the Banner today. He suggested going out west, doing some riding, some hunting, some fishing. Why don't you come along?
Were you sure you can go with Vicky gone?
Well, now, you know, I was thinking that way, too. And you know what? I'm no good here. I am just flat no good here. First thing you know, Bo, I am going to start snapping at the boys. And that's not fair to them, and it's not fair to me. Now, Vicky said she needed space, okay? I need some space. I need some wide, open space.
Well, as long as you think it's okay.
Besides, Vicky's probably going to come back here all refreshed, revitalized. What about me? Huh? I'm going to be the same old grouch that she left behind. Now, she said she needs to get away. Fine, so do I.
Well, then you should go.
You bet. Why don't you come along?
I'd love to, but I can't, you know. Julietta and...
Why do you let that kid run your life?
What?
Forget it. I'm going to go out and see the boys. Then I got to get back to the Banner. Have fun babysitting.
Well, thanks, Clint.
I would like to engage you to handle a legal matter for me.
Please, sit down. This is a matter that concerns Tina. Now, of course, you know, and the whole town by now knows, of her claim that she's my father's illegitimate daughter.
It was a malicious act putting that letter in the programs.
Yes, well, she did it because I have not dealt with the issue one way or the other. I've simply called her a liar. I was hoping she would come to her senses, but now I don't think she's going to.
You still convinced her claim is without merit?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Herb, absolutely. I mean, Tina was thwarted in her search for her father, and so at some point she simply decided it would be terribly convenient, not to mention terribly lucrative, if her father happened to turn out to be Victor Lord. The point is that I simply cannot go through this anymore, and neither can my family. So, what I am proposing is that I settle $500,000 on her. And I would like you to draw up the necessary papers. Now, obviously, one of the conditions for this is that she renounce all claim to my father's name and his estate.
Tina's agreed?
She's thinking about it, but I am sure she will.
I'm afraid I'm not. Given her behavior up to now, I think she's quite capable of pressing her claim in court. One thing that worries me is that Tina could agree to sign that document and then use it as further proof that you're trying to deny her what is legally hers.
Can't you word it so that that couldn't be misconstrued?
Well, I'll do what I can to make it airtight.
Thank you. There's one other thing. Could you get on this as soon as possible? If Tina agrees, I don't want to give her much time to change her mind.
If Tina agrees.
Well, I'll let you know as soon as I know.
All right, Vicky, I'll get on it.
Thank you.
Regards to Clint.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It looks like Herb's leaving. I hope she walks him to the door.
I'm sorry you're having to go through this, but if I were you, I'd reconsider $500,000.
I realize that it possibly borders on extortion, Herb, but it is truly worth it to me.
Good.
I haven't seen her. Swear to me. Swear to me you're kidding.
Harry. She hasn't been in.
Oh, boy, I can't believe she pulled that. You know, if you have any idea what I'm going through... Yeah. Lady, if you knew the things that I was just thinking about you...
I can confirm that, Nicole.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Hello, Russ. Good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, I know. I know how many times you called.
Believe me, if I could have, I would have called you.
And why couldn't you?
Do me a favor, and don't talk about that now. Just tell me you miss me, too.
You know something? I wasn't going to come over here tonight.
I know that. You said that on the telephone. It made me very unhappy. I almost didn't come myself because I didn't really want to be sitting here all night, staring at the door, with you never coming through.
I don't know why I believe in this. You know that all you have to do is snap your fingers, and
gives you Grand Union's weekly specials.
Summer Lovers, Saturday night at 11:45.
Nicole, I'm going to make you a promise.
I didn't ask for promises.
No, and that's the problem. All you want to do is put me out of my life, and if we happen to run into each other, fine. But let's, above all, not make any plans. Am I right so far?
Go on.
Okay. And let's not have this develop into what people sometimes call a relationship.
This isn't a relationship?
No, not really. And that's the reason for the promise. Nicole, I am never going to let you run out on me again.
Harry. What if I got up and walked out the door?
All right. I guess I couldn't do anything about that.
No.
But at least I could call you the next day, find out your address, we could make a date. So, before you leave here tonight, I want your phone number, your address, all that I need so I can keep in touch with you. Not asking too much. Way to get it back, would it?
Harry, you have no idea what it was like for me to walk in here and see you sitting here with that woman from the television station. This was our place. I had to leave, Harry. I couldn't face you. I had nothing to say to you.
Yeah, but you knew I'd seen you. Okay, I guess I understand that part. Why did you wait all this time to call me?
I wasn't sure you wanted to hear from me again.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, I thought maybe by bringing her here, you were telling me something.
Oh, come on, Nikki. Listen, I didn't want to say this on the phone tonight. Something you need to know about. I have a little pride. I am also stubborn, but you have no competition. You're the only woman I really care about.
You're not seeing the other woman anymore?
That's right.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. What's important is that you and I have a chance now, don't you see? So if you just stop trying to put distance... Listen. I have a friend. She has a cottage down in Jersey Shore, just a couple hours drive from here. Why don't we go there?
Tonight?
Yeah, you doing something better?
Oh, I can't.
Why not?
I can't. Please don't ask me questions. I can't.
You mean I'm not entitled? Nikki, you dropped out of sight after all these years. Now you're back, but still all I know about you is that you come to this bar, you sit on this usual stool of yours, and you drink a diet soda, whatever.
Harry, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry because I told you how I feel about you. I told you everything there is to know about me. Now, what I can't figure out is why you even bothered to call me. Why you keep dangling me on a string. Forget it.
Sorry. Nobody's there.
Well, thanks for looking.
Sure.
Oh, Harry, please. Harry, please, tell me. What about the cottage at the shore?
Cottage at the shore? Oh, I thought you lost interest.
No, I'm intrigued.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
You surprised me, Harry. Please tell me about it.
All right. It's in Bay Head, you know, and it's right on the ocean. You can lie awake at night and hear the surf break. You like swimming?
I love it.
What about the sun? You know, with your complexion, your red hair. I know all about that because my youngest, she's a redhead, you know.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. Oh, listen, I almost forgot to tell you. There's seafood restaurants there in the next town, right down the beach. That's where the boardwalk is. And they have, you know, rides and arcades, stuff like that. If that appeals to you.
As long as you're there. Why tonight?
Tonight? Why not? You do things on impulse, don't you?
All the time.
Well, All right, let's go. We'll swing by my place. I'll pick up the stuff I need for a weekend. We'll leave a note for the girls, and then we'll run by your place and get whatever you need. You all set?
Oh, Harry, I have a problem.
Oh, come on. What?
Well, you see, it's about the place where I live.
I know. You don't even know where you live. But look, are you in some kind of trouble with the cops?
No. No, you see, I live with some friends of mine, people I grew up with.
All right, fine. We'll just swing by there.
No, that's the problem. You see, if I drove up with a strange man and I told them I was going away with you for the weekend, they're very straight-laced people. Why don't we just drive to the shore and I'll call them when we get there and I'll tell them that I'm spending the weekend with a girlfriend.
Well, what about your clothes, bathing suit, stuff like that?
I can buy whatever I need there.
Oh, yeah. All right, I guess you could, so.
It might be fun. Would you go shopping with me tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. You're getting the hang of this.
I'm trying. Where did I leave my coat? Oh, here. Thank you. I hope the rain stops by tomorrow morning.
Oh, it will.
Promise me?
Sure, I promise. Listen, the weatherman's a friend of mine. Good night, Russ.
Come on, Harry.
Harry, is that you? Hey, Richard, how you doing? Still raining out here?
That's pretty far-fetched, but at this point, I think we've got to be ready to expect just about anything.
Boy, am I glad I listened to Dee Dee.
Why?
She's the one who talked me into meeting you at the bar.
You really weren't going to come then?
Oh, I mean, I wanted to, but you know, I'm sort of mulish, and sometimes I let that get in the way, and I almost did this to you.
Harry, were you really that angry because I didn't keep in touch?
Well, wouldn't you be?
No, I guess you didn't really understand what I was trying to say to you since I got back.
Well, what does that mean?
It means you've got to take what life gives you. And if the moment is there, you grab it, and if it's gone, you move on.
And maybe I just want the moment more than you do.
No, I want it too. But I know you can't force it because somebody always gets hurt.
You think we're forcing it now?
No. No, this is one of those wonderful, magical, wonderful moments. Like grabbing the brass ring on a carousel.
Yeah, we got one of those down at the beach.
I know, you told me. Can we go on it at this time?
No, next couple of days, we get nothing but time.
I know, but I don't want to crowd those days. Just being with you is enough. Is there a fireplace where we're going?
Yeah, I mean, nothing fancy, but we'll do.
I like simple things. Can we go for a walk on the beach?
Tonight? Look at this.
So what? Bundle up. I told you, Harry, this is our time. We have to take it.
You know what?
What?
I like you.
I like you, too. Very much.
Oh, I'm talking about... Well, I'm not just talking about, you know, the regular stuff of romance and all that. I certainly want that, of course.
I know.
No, I'm talking about you as a person and you as, well, I don't know how to put it.
That's all right. I understand. You don't have to talk anymore. I feel the same way.
I just want to get to know you better.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, let's face it. You're not the easiest person to get a hold of.
I'm like the brass ring, Harry.
Exactly.
I want to thank you for being so patient, so loving. And I promise you the next couple of days are going to be wonderful.
Certainly hope so.
You can believe me. I keep telling you, this is our time.
Mm-hmm. Time passes. Then what happens?
You can't worry about the future, you know that.
Okay.
You have to worry about right now. That's all that's important. Just now. Harry, that car is on the wrong side of the road!
Hey, and Gloria. All right. Forget it. Forget it.
Harry, come inside. You must be drenched. Come back in here.
Yeah. must have been high. Drugs, drink, something. I got to get a hold of him.
Do you have a flare? Maybe a police car will come by.
Flare? Vicky, it's not exactly a 4-lane highway.
Well, we'll have to wait.
I think I saw a phone booth about a mile back.
No.
There. Excuse me.
No, you can't think about that.
Listen, we gotta get some help. Gotta get a tow.
Well, wait till the rain lets up.
The longer we wait, the harder it's going to be to get assistance.
Okay. I'll come with you.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not going out in this. I don't want you to get sick. This is a typhoon we got here.
Oh, Harry, please, no.
Will you listen to me just once? Stay in the car, stay warm, roll the windows up, and lock the doors. All right?
But, Harry...
I'm going to be all right. I'll hurry. Just do what I tell you, please. Bye-bye.
Just help us, okay? Hurry up, help me, please.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Everything is going to be...
I'm so afraid. I'm so... Oh.
It's all right. It's okay. What happened to you? I want you to sit down. Please, relax. We're going to talk about this. Vicky, please, just come over here. Sit down. Where have you been? What has happened to you?
Oh, Jenny. It's awful. It's horrible.
Ace if you can. Ace if you can.
Let's just get your raincoat off first.
No, I'm cold.
Okay. All right. We're just going to sit down and we're going to talk. Relax. I'm going to make you some tea, okay? Come on. Vicky, please. Are you okay? Just sit down.
I'm so lost, Jenny.
Fine. You're just fine. You're right here. You're right here with me, and you're safe now, okay?
It's been so ghastly.
What happened? What has happened to you? I've been so worried about you. Are you okay? Did you get in an accident? Are you hurt?
I don't know.
Were you attacked? Did somebody mug you? What happened to you?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You're going to remember.
I don't know, Jenny. I don't know what happened. I drove home from the mountains. I was in my room, my bedroom. What time is it?
It's about
2. 2? In the morning?
Yes.
Where in God's name have I been all night?
Oh, something happened to you, and we're going to find out what it is. Please, something... Where have you been? We have been so worried about you. We called the hospital. We called everywhere.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to know where you were.
I was on Lincoln Boulevard.
What were you doing in that part of town?
I was walking.
In this rain?
I didn't know where I was, Jenny. I didn't know where I was at first. I just realized it was raining. And I was cold. And I had mud on my feet. All over my shoes. And then the cars were going by me so fast. And I saw a street sign and I looked up and I couldn't believe it when I saw what it said. And I stood on the corner and I watched the traffic light change back and forth. And it was red and green and I didn't know how I got there or what I was doing there. This is like being in a nightmare, Jenny. I had this terrible panic and it welled up in me and I started to run and I found a taxi. I got in and I told him to take me home. He'd take me to Landfair. And I don't remember going home. But I was in my bedroom then. And I remembered Clint wasn't home. I got so scared and I ran out and I came to you. Okay, I'm so glad you did. Jenny, what happened to me? How could I lose all that time?
But there's a logical explanation. We're going to find out what it is, okay? You're going to be fine now. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to get your coat off, okay? Because you're going to catch cold. Let's get your raincoat off, all right? Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Get that on. There you go. All right. Okay, and I'm gonna make some tea, and we're just gonna sit here, and we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna figure out why you can't remember.
Jenny, nothing like this ever happened to me. What is this? What am I wearing? What is this dress? Oh, dear God! Oh, no!
What is it?
No, this can't happen again! It can't happen again! I think I know what's happened to me, Jenny. And you're really the only person I can talk to. Please, will you help me?
Of course I'll help you.
But promise me that you won't tell this to anybody.
No, I won't tell anybody, I promise.
I recognize the signs now. Oh, there have been so many clues over the past months, and I think I just ignored them, but... I mean, things like people I was supposed to see and places I was supposed to go to, and I never showed up. And Clint and my secretary, they got so angry with me and upset because of all these unexplained absences, and I let my work slide, and I didn't meet deadlines, and I found things. I found things in my room and in my pockets. I didn't know what they were. I didn't know where they came from. So many clues.
Okay, honey, you have been pushing yourself so hard lately, and you're tired.
It's not that. It's not that, Jenny. I know the signs. Tonight on Lincoln Boulevard, that feeling of panic that welled up in me. It suddenly is so terribly, horribly familiar. All these things. It's exactly what happened to me years ago when I was sick. When I had another personality.
And you think that's what's happening to you now?
It's the only logical explanation.
Well, no, there are lots of other reasons, yes.
No.
Yes, there are. You have been pushing yourself so hard, Vicki.
No.
With the paper and Tina. Tina has, that's been very difficult. And are you on some kind of medication? Did you have something to drink tonight?
No, I'm not taking any medication, Jenny.
Okay, well, maybe you were in an accident, or you saw one and it just traumatized you for just a few minutes, and there's many reasons why you would have this.
No, Jenny. I know what this is. I think that Nicky Smith came back.
All right, if that's true, then I want to help you.
Jenny, you have to keep an eye on me, You have to watch me for signs that this is going to be happening, because I can't let it happen again. You don't understand. If it does, I'll lose everything. I'll lose Clinton. I'll lose my children.
Loves you so much.
I know, but he can't take any more of this. He's been so hurt by me. That's why he's on the ranch, you see.
To tell him.
No, you can't tell him. And you can't ever tell Bo. Please, give me your word.
Just day. It's hard to believe there was such a terrible storm last night.
I know. Like some coffee?
No, thanks. I had some back at the house. You've done enough, Jenny. That's why I came back here, really. I wanted to thank you properly.
Well, I was very glad to help.
You were sensitive and you were kind last night, and I will be eternally grateful. And I also want to thank you for letting me spend the night. I'm just very lucky that Tina never came home.
Did you sleep all right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I woke up once a little confused because I was in a strange room. After that, I slept like a baby.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Actually, I feel embarrassed that I was nervous about going home last night.
Well, it wasn't a good night for you to be by yourself.
No, and I cannot wait for Clint and the children to come home. Well, I have to go to the Banner because without Clint, they're going to be swamped.
Vicki, what? I don't want you to push yourself anymore, okay?
Oh, I don't mind doing double duty. Clint covered for me when I was away, so it's my turn, that's all.
Vicki, listen to me. You confided in me last night, told me a lot of things, and I want us to continue to talk about those.
I feel very stupid, but I think that I alarmed you out of all proportion last night.
You described some things to me, some things that you've been going through. And Vicki, I want us to deal with these things. I want us to do it seriously and professionally.
It was a terrible time to inflict myself
You
on
did not inflict yourself on me because I am here to help.
Yeah, but Jenny, the thing is, I think I was just very overwrought and I magnified the experience.
No, Vicki.
Because you see, today I'm fine, Jenny. Everything is like it never happened at all. The sun is streaming in through the windows. I feel wonderful. I feel positive.
Listen to yourself. You're backing away from all those things we talked about last night, and that is not good for you. Okay?
I really do understand what you're saying, but I want you to believe me that I just overreacted very badly.
Vicki, you had a memory lapse. You did. And it was a fairly long one, and according to you, this wasn't the first time.
Yes, I know that, but I really think it was my imagination playing tricks on me.
Yeah,
Look, I was upset, Jenny. I was tired, and it is frightening when you, black things out, for a short period of time. It's probably due to the pressure that I was under. You said so yourself last night. Maybe there's a medical reason, and I tell you what, I am going to go for a checkup just as soon as I have the time, but I'm so late I have to go to work right now. Jenny, please, you are a wonderful, warm, giving person. Don't worry about me anymore, please. Honestly, I've never felt better in my life, Jenny. And remember, you promised to keep it confidential, didn't you?
Vicki,
I am so glad to see you.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Of course, I'm fine.
Jenny, listen, thanks a lot for calling me and leaving that note.
Well, I have to go.
No, you're not. No, not until you fess up. You got to tell me what happened last night. Where'd you disappear to?
I don't want to discourage you.
Well, Vicki, how are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. Thank you, Sadie. I'm surprised to see you here. You're not ill, are you?
Oh, no. Rafe and I just bought little Sammy in to get her DPT shots.
Oh, my goodness. I can remember bringing the children in for theirs, and it seems like yesterday.
It might be hard for you to believe, but it seems like yesterday that Clara just got hers.
Are you enjoying taking care of little Sam?
Oh, Vicki, I tell you, I must have done something wrong along the line.
What?
Well, the good Lord up there, he's punishing me for it by giving me a daughter that never had a baby.
Oh, shame.
But babies are my most favorite people in the whole wide world. But look, let me tell you something. I jumped at the chance to leave my job here so I could help Rafe raise her.
I know. Is she good, baby?
Oh, she's the best. She is the best. Tell me, how are Clint and the boys?
I think they're fine. They're having a wonderful time at Clint's ranch in Arizona.
Really? Well, why aren't you there with them?
I'm making plans to go as soon as Dr. Bard gives me the go-ahead.
Is something wrong?
No, not really. I just thought I needed a checkup. Stress does strange things to the body.
Oh, then you've bounced back from what Tina did to you.
Please, Sadie, we were having a nice conversation. Don't bring her into it. Here's Dr. Bard. Right here.
Me too. Vicki, I have your results.
Oh, well, you could smile when you say that. You know Sadie Gray, of course.
Oh, of course.
Oh, hello, Dr. Bard.
We miss you, Mrs. Gray. The service department isn't quite the same.
Oh, thank you. Look, let me get another table here so you can talk then.
Oh, no, Sadie, don't be silly. You stay here and we'll move. It's no problem for us to... Oh, look at that. Oh, Rick, she's gorgeous.
I don't like to brag or anything, but yeah, she sure is.
May I hold her just for a minute?
Oh, of course. Yeah, Sammy, this is Vicki. Yeah, she's married to your cousin Clint.
Oh, hi, baby girl.
Dr. Bard, this is Rafe Garrison, and this is the little baby that I'm taking care of these days.
So this is Doc Vernon's grandchild, huh? You must be thrilled.
Yeah, and if he doesn't stop bringing a present every time he comes over, I'm going to have to move again soon.
Oh, I tell you, yes. Holding this beautiful child makes me have thoughts about having a daughter myself, or trying for one. Oh, Dr. Bard, I'm sorry I'm wasting time.
That's all right. Look, it's time for her nap anyway, and we've got to go.
Going back to Daddy.
Here we go.
Oh.
Hi, sweetie.
Gosh, please come over and see us when Clint and the children get back.
I'd love it. I'd love it.
Bye-bye, darling.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye, princess.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care.
Take care, Vicki. Nice meeting you.
sorry. Thank you.
So, everything's fine.
Really? But that's wonderful to hear.
Vicky, I can't help but be curious as to why.
Hello, Russ.
Nicole. It's great to see you. Are you all right?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Have you talked to Harry? Does he know? Look, when you dropped out of sight, he almost lost his mind. He's been calling all over town, asking people if they've seen you, if they've heard from you. But what happened to you?
I was about to ask you the same question. This looks like a cyclone has been through here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you could say it has. We had a real Pier 6 brawl here last night.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't even know if I could open today, but as you can see, the furniture's not exactly all in one piece here. And think these are a little depressing. Got these from Harvey's funeral parlor.
Who's to know if you don't tell him?
Nicole, would you like a quarter?
What for?
The phone. Call Harry.
Oh, yeah, later. I think I'll play some music now.
Understand. Oh, real nice meeting and talking to you. Bye-bye. See you.
Harry, I really was just about to leave.
Just hold on a minute. You know, I thought long and hard about coming over here.
You knew I was here?
Yeah, a friend told me, you know?
That policeman?
Yeah, that policeman. That policeman worked overtime to find you. Find out if you were hurt. Find out if you've been attacked, killed. You know, we were panicked. You know, you walk in here like nothing had happened at all. Like just another night out with the gang.
Harry, please
Did you ever hear the telephone? It's going to be the way it is. It's always going to be like this. You just don't care about anybody else. You do what you like.
No, Harry, you don't understand.
Do you remember the conversation we had in the car before we went off the road there the other night? Your little fantasy. Remember you talked about how it was going to be on the beach? The fireplace. The carousel. Your own little carousel. Those are your words. Come on, answer me.
I remember.
But for 25 years.
Harry, you do have to believe that I have feelings for you.
You have a funny way of showing it.
No, you don't understand. You see, when you left me alone in the car after we
I said
were
I was going for help, and I did.
I know, but while you were gone, somebody came to the car.
What?
It was a man, and he was shouting at me to open the door and let him in. And I didn't, and then he picked up something and he started banging the window with it, and I got afraid. I got panicked and I ran away. I was looking for you, but I couldn't find you. And then it was so late and I was soaking wet.
Why didn't you call me?
I don't know. I collapsed onto the bed. That's all I remember.
And what about today? You just collapsed, and when happy hour came rolling around, you said it's time to rise and shine and get on over to the good old back street. Is that it?
Harry, sometimes I really don't understand myself at all. I wish I had answers for you. I don't.
Well, that's okay. I don't expect one. And you don't have to bother coming up with them anymore.
Is that what you came here to tell me?
Yeah.
Don't you think we could have another chance?
You must go your way, and I must go mine.
But now that our love have
I'm not going to try to figure you out anymore. Okay, you say you didn't call me because you have your reasons. You have reasons for everything. Fine, okay. I just want to know one thing. Why don't you trust me? What are you afraid of?
I can't tell you, Harry. I honestly can't.
When you can tell me, you let me know and I'll help you out. Until then?
Oh, no, Harry. Please.
Until then,